school asked her just how fast she liked to go. She said, how many kids can chase you got where it counts? I told her 425 and she took my motor mount. She's a hot rod whore, hot rod whore, hot rod whore, hot rod whore. Hot rod ain't enough for her. She didn't say a word. She's a hot rod whore, hot rod whore, hot rod whore, hot rod whore. And I'm in my doctor pose. She's a hot rod whore. Well, she's in the hopes of pistons, salt and crankshaft too, and a vulnerable and a positive traction returns her to go. That head now heck, give it a kind of head, buddy, okay, we'll wait. Who's gonna sit on your hoop? It's in the bag.
I know what you're thinking. What the heck is this? The Nonsensical Network? What do they got for me? Well, check it out.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
See? The Nonsensical Network has a show for you every single day of the week. Check it out on everywhere you find podcasts, including Spotify and YouTube. What are you doing? Go! Go subscribe. Check it out.
All right, so that is my little contribution to the Nonsensical Network. That's going to be up on social media here pretty soon. Welcome to Jeff's Garage. Once again, I do have guests tonight. We're going to play a little bit game, and we're going to talk about customization. Once again, first to last, or last to first, whatever it is. We got Benjie's in the house. You're muted, by the way. We're going to go ahead and be. He is my supercar guru, as I like to say. And then my motorcycle madness man, Blazin, is in the house.
How's it going? I got the flashlight charged. I found that 10mm socket, and I'm ready to fucking wrench.
And then we got Kaymag in the house.
What's up, everybody?
Kind of my tool guy, because you work with tools all day. And then our resident shop gopher is in the house, Stephen Jarvis. Welcome, sir. How are you?
Not bad. What tool was it you needed again?
The one over there.
Okay,
I
I'll
need the
go
board
get it.
stretcher. Go get the board stretcher.
Right now.
And I also need you to go over to AutoZone and pick you up some blinker fluid.
Shut the fuck up.
So, like I said, we're going to be talking about customization tonight. I'm one of those guys, I cannot keep a vehicle stock. As I was saying earlier, you can't really see it too well, but as proof of the Malibu in the back, my wife's car, it is pink and black. Under construction over here, was originally green. It's going to black with everything else. One of these days, it will happen. People say it'll never happen, but it's, I love that car. So I have a question, gentlemen. First and foremost, your ultimate custom ride. What are you building? Anybody?
What is it?
Your ultimate custom ride.
So if you're going to build a car, bike, whatever, what are you building?
Probably a semi.
Semi. Harley Davidson Fat Bob.
Now, and I understand that, but what are you building in it? What motor? Are you using the Fat Bob frame? Full custom. Let's go. Unlimited budget.
Yeah.
Unlimited budget.
Unlimited budget. Oh man.
Yeah.
Fat Bob frame, raked out, mini 8s, stage 3 on 122.
Really, a 122?
Shit, man. It comes with it already comes with so many bells and whistles. There's not much to have to add to it. I mean, some dope ass bags, I guess. But that bike rolls off the floor already fucking pristine.
Understood, but once again, here's the problem with keeping your vehicle stock, whatever it may be. You roll up next to a guy that's got the exact same thing in a different color. I hate being that guy. If we went out and we bought 2 brand new Fat Bobs, and mine's green, yours is black, it's the same fucking bike. There's,
Fair.
With the exception of color, it's in, if we bought them in black, they look exactly the same. So what makes yours stick out more in mine is you're going to do all these extras.
Okay, mine probably be like I said, the mini apes, forward controls, the bigger engine, stage 3 kit. Um, Actually, bigger. I probably have. I mean, the back tire is already fucking wide. I'd probably make it wider. You definitely make it wider. Um, let's see, sound system. No, I'm not big on windshields, but I probably put a
Not either.
quick. But at times they're relevant, and I would probably put a quick release windshield on it. There's days where
I did
like the
send you
wind's
that
pretty bad.
convertible roof for a Harley looked kind of cool, right?
You did, and that was pretty cool. I just don't see how practical it is.
Agreed. I mean, it is technically it's a convertible top, but I get it. And I'll get everybody else here in a minute. I'm just going to address each one individually. I agree with you. The Fat Bob is a great frame. However, I want a minimum of a 300 tire, and I would make it look like my version of Harley Davidson, the Marlboro Man's Harley, but with saddlebags, but completely custom with that other video I sent you where the top of the bags come up and the gas tank comes up. That was cool.
So if I remember right, the Marlboro Man, that was a rigid. The Fat Bob
It was
is
it was correct. Well, the
It
only
was the
problem with
Harley
going
Davidson 2000, wasn't it?
no is it FXS
Yeah.
or FXT or I can't remember something FX something. But yes, it was rigid, and I can't do a rigid frame. I just can't because
not as we
I
get
have
older.
kidneys.
It's fucking compresses the
kidneys.
spine, man.
Yeah, like I guarantee you that Don Johnson and Mickey Rourke, 5 minutes on the bike, they're like, "Oh my God, get me off!" We got the shot right because
Especially now.
oh God, that bike just it's fast.
It's sexy though. It's sexy.
It is a sexy bike. The only problem I have with that is the rear tire is really thin.
I love that
But I
fucking
think-
movie.
I think a lot of times when it comes to bikes, I mean, the standard customizations are, like I said, pretty standard. I mean, you can't go too crazy off the factory bike. I mean, I guess you can depending on fabrication wise, but a lot of times it's paint jobs that stick out.
Paint jobs. Well, like I said, I have that background picture of that V-Rod with that 320 tire on it. Oh my gosh. A fat tire on a bike, if it's done right. I'm not talking like West Coast chopper style with the like
Oh no.
you can put your hand open through the frame and not touch anything. I hate that. I like a full frame, all space used and tight compact. I don't like a long swing arm. I want everything nice and everything functional, everything in its place. That open frame thing, it just looks unfinished to me.
Yeah. I have a problem with the not to go off on a huge tangent, but if anybody out there likes the Orange County choppers, you suck.
You don't know bikes. You don't know bikes. Period.
They're
I know they're super uncomfortable.
Well, that's the
They
thing.
fall apart.
They're not well built. I mean, they built a name on the fact that they were handmade. Yeah, they were handmade, but they weren't. There was no what's it called?
Craftsmanship.
Well, there's
there's
a checks and balances.
The fabrications were aesthetically pleasing, but the mechanics, it was too rushed, and there's a whole lot too.
Well, it's art, right? That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
But if I'm spending 120, 300 grand on a fucking bike, I better be able to ride the piss out of it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Anyway, I didn't want to go too far into that.
Understood.
We can save that for another time.
Kaymag, what are you looking at to build?
Probably. So that truck that I sent you a picture of, whenever you can see it, is actually a C500 Kenworth.
Okay.
But I want to build a W900 Kenworth with 3406B model cat motor, pushing about 9 1/4 to 1,000 horses, and about a 340-inch wheelbase on it.
You have expensive taste, sir.
I do. I do. But I love working on trucks. So.
Well, now you're a mild diesel mechanic, correct?
Yep.
So, yeah, I can't get into that like mindset. I don't get me wrong. I love a diesel motor. To me, it's a farm truck, and I get the diesel motors put out tons of fucking torque. They're insane. Oh, yeah. There is and it might even be the picture you sent. There's a guy, he basically he used a Kenworth body, no hood, and he's running twin cat motors with blowers on them. And it looks like it's almost like a 32 Ford style.
Right.
That thing is amazing. However, you can't turn it around in a 40-acre field because it's got a turning radius of train. But what are you going for paint? What are you going for paint?
It'll probably be plum crazy purple and canary yellow.
I like it.
Yeah. It's always been kind of my paint scheme for like a vehicle if I ever got to build one. It'll be crazy purple and fucking canary yellow.
I used to work for my uncle. He owned a plumbing and heating company. And my buddy and I were driving around the truck one day, and this beautiful truck pulled up. And I kid you not, it's the only time I've ever seen it. He had Krager SS Chrome mags on all tires. And I still haven't figured that out. With raised white letters. You want to talk about a beautiful looking truck. Semi-truck tires that are Kragers, you want to talk about rare. They had to be custom made. But
oh yeah.
But I mean, that truck had everything.
Because you got to think, most of your semis run your basic Alcoa aluminum wheels,
Yeah, exactly. It's very rare to find a decent aftermarket wheel.
Right. So now, like the company I work for, we actually he gets powder coated black Alcoa wheels straight from Alcoa.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, because
that you want to talk about a satisfying process to watch.
Like his all of our paint schemes like orange and black.
Okay.
I have a hoodie in the floor over here. It says the original big black truck. Because when he started up his company, he was the only one in the state with C500s that were black and orange.
Okay.
Now we got some other companies up here that got like black rig moving trucks and shit like that, but most of them still aren't as badass looking as the ones that we drive. And most of his, we had turned up. I think the one I'm driving right now is running 7 1/4 horse.
Nice.
Like he turns up all of his motors in all of his trucks.
Right. Well, once again, leaving stuff stock is for boring people.
Right. I mean, unless you want the warranty, but
yeah, but warranties are for pussies.
Yeah, right.
I'm the kind of asshole. I'll void a warranty before I leave the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Benjie, what do you got for me? What's your ultimate custom?
So I'm gonna give 3 answers. I'm gonna try to make it broad, right?
Understood.
So the first one, I'm gonna keep it domestic. It'd be like early mid 60s Mustang and Corvettes.
Okay.
I'm not super big into domestic vehicles, but those two are super iconic, like that era right there. The next, I would move it up to imports. I'd have to go with an R33, R34, or a RX-7.
I love the 34. I can't get into the rotaries. I can't get into the rotaries. I think it comes down to I don't know enough.
I used to have
Nobody
a
knows enough.
97. I used to have a 97 RX-7. I fucking love that car.
Amazing.
There's a guy on YouTube. He was on the Donut channel. He built a all-wheel drive 4-sleeve, so it had 4 sets of rotors.
Yep.
It was like 1,200 horse all-wheel drive RX-7.
Yep.
It's a fucking monster. And once again, I've seen the video a couple times, and it's like, I get it, but like you can't. That's not something you can build in your backyard unless you know what the fuck you're doing.
Mhm.
You know, you have to have a rotary specialist help build that motor. That's not something you just throw together on a weekend. You know, you can go.
We're
You can
supposed
go
to be
to the
getting a new
junkyard.
rotary motor. There's going to be
I
a
heard
new
that.
one coming out. I think it's going to be 3 at this time. They're going to do away with the 2 and go with 3.
Well, they got that new design too.
Correct. So maybe we're going to get an RX-9.
I just hope they make
Ooh.
All right, so my last one is I'd probably do a camper that you could drive. If I have unlimited money.
like an RV.
Yep.
Have you
And
seen the
I get
ones
to
that you can put a
customize it.
car underneath?
Maybe. If I could
There-
customize it any way I want, my specifications, I think that'd be pretty cool.
A while back on Nonsensical Nonsense, Tony and I were talking about there's a camper out there. It's basically a bus.
Yep.
And it fits. You can put a 3 Series BMW underneath of it without the car to go underneath. It's $2.5 million. It's
Yeah.
got marble floors, and I mean it's a gorgeous vehicle.
Yep.
But I'm like, you know what? As cool as that is, because I mean, the rarity of pulling up to somebody have another one like it, I don't want to spend 2.5. I'd rather like for RV style. We've all seen the van life videos, and there's a family. They took it's like a tour bus. It's like an old tour bus from like the Who or some shit,
Yep.
and they converted it themselves. That'd be my bag.
That's kind of what I mean. Something like that.
Okay, so
then I
you
can
would build it.
completely customize any way I want. And you can even add like a 1.5 story to it. You can set it on hydraulics and you can move it up. Again, that's kind of my 3 answers. I kind of wanted to make it a little bit more broader, try to bring in something that just isn't vehicle related. And
I actually saw it was an RV, and they customize it by taking the top half of the Volkswagen Beetle from about half the door up, and they welded it to the top and put a bed there.
Sure.
So you could actually climb up and have a panoramic view, and it literally looked like they were carrying a Volkswagen Beetle on the top. And I was like, you know what? I'm not mad at it.
That's pretty neat.
I would have chosen the Volkswagen bus, like the 13 windows style, to get that full panoramic. But I get it, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's my answers.
And I like the idea of the old vet. I love a '63 vet. I think they're gorgeous. The '65 Mustang, you can't go wrong. Stephen, what do you got for me?
I probably wouldn't want to do
I'll be right back.
maybe an exhaust, but the Mustang I'd want to supercharge.
Understood.
Yeah, and that'd be about kind of it. And of course the R33 or 34 and the RX-7.
If you're going with the 33 or 34, are you keeping the the original
no, I'm going
RB23?
I mean, balls to the wall. Whatever I can throw at it, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So you go.
I think the R34 is the most beautiful car ever built. There's a couple of those imports that are just, you can't go wrong. The only problem I have with them, when you get the R34, obviously they were only made in Japan and stuff like that, you have to get used to shifting with your left hand.
Sure, that's the tricky part. There's conversion kits for it though.
Yeah, but isn't that kind of like I mean, for me, is that would be like ruining a vehicle. And I get the concept. I would want 2, one that was converted, one that wasn't, because, and like you can actually to convert them. There's actually, I saw a kit that actually uses the same dash from I think it's the Nissan
like an Altima or Maxima or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and then you can mold it to fit.
But you know what's really cool though? If you're talking unlimited money, you could just have someone go in there and make a carbon fiber dash for you.
100%.
Anything like that. No, I'd probably want it converted, like you said, get two, right?
Right.
One that's kind of unmolested, and then
And just
one,
leave it sit because that'll be
correct.
my retirement fund right there.
And what's really cool about those cars is they're now on the cusp, or they are legal to import now. So we've
Right.
gone past that. And I mean, when I mean just now getting, I mean literally within the last couple of months, they are legal to
Yeah.
import
Well,
now.
actually, there's a YouTube channel. It's called
Amelia?
no, I can't remember what it's called. He actually got in trouble for building an Eleanor. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but he took an R34 body and put it on the GTR frame. He basically took the body off the new GTR and put an R34 frame body on it. So it looks like an R34, but it's actually the GTR, which is the new one. And, you know, same motor, same, it's basically nothing's changed on the frame and motor and all that stuff. It just has that body on it. And it is just a monster.
Yeah, those new GTRs are, I mean, they're supercars, right? They're not hypercars.
Agreed.
They're supercars.
Agreed.
I mean, you're getting 1,200 plus horsepower out of those. They're
well,
insane.
and but you can also and you brought this up. We were chatting the other day. You mentioned about an episode I want to do. The Copar. That's basically what this guy did. You know, obviously he didn't go out and buy
who
a.
you're talking about. The guy upstate like New York or whatever.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I can't either.
It's gonna drive me nuts.
But he just bought one, and that was the one that had like the built transmission and all that in it.
Yeah, but the body was all fucked up. Yeah,
lucky him. Holy
that's
shit!
That's the beauty of carport. The carport. Carport. You can literally buy a brand new Z06 that's got only, 100 miles on it, but the guy that bought it brand new didn't know how to drive and fucked it up. You get a salvage title, and you have to do the work to fix it, but
I don't give a shit about a salvage title.
Exactly. Well, I'm not selling it. I'm building it to play.
Yeah, because you're not worried about mileage or resale or anything at that point. That is a usable, functional supercar.
Well, I reached out to one of my favorite, the original Copar Kings, Goon Squad. Check out their YouTube channel. That's how they started.
If you guys have not watched Goon Squad, you're talking about two brothers.
You're talking about two brothers that sound like they sound like they've never left the holler. They're hillbilly as they come, and never a negative thought. They're super
whatsoever.
positive. They started out
family oriented. That's probably 100%. One of the most friendly, like family friendly YouTube channels out there. It's amazing. The content they do is really good.
Yeah, and like what they started out, they bought a Jeep TJ or I can't remember what the two door little Jeep. I don't remember what year.
The Wrangler.
And the little Wrangler, and they bought it at Carport, and they didn't have any money, so they went to junkyards and got parts, fixed it up, and ended up selling it. And when I started watching them, it was like their third or I think it was their third build. They were
Mommy says to check your WhatsApp.
okay. They were they bought a Mustang. It was a GT Mustang. It was like a 2014 or something like that. And hold on one second.
Yeah, I'll pick up right here. So
right.
What they do is they kind of go to Coparts and they buy some cars on the cheap or as cheap as you can get them. Again, I want to go into a show about this with Jeff. But these guys aren't just buying Mustangs and Wranglers, right? I mean, they bought
AMG, Lambos.
GTs, they're buying Lambos, they're buying Ferraris.
They just built
they have built a little empire. These guys have built a little, and this is two brothers, completely family friendly, no cussing.
And they do all the work themselves.
All of it.
They don't farm anything out. They build it all themselves.
And just grind. These two guys are super young. I mean, they've got to be under 30 years old. And their dad is with them.
Their dad cracks me up. Their dad is very, very Polish. Their mom, you can't understand a word they say. But not only do they have that YouTube channel, they have like 3 channels. And what's up, sir? And they have their own hot sauce line going.
Yep. Is it hot sauce or barbecue?
It's I think it's a little bit of both.
I think it's like, what is it? Dang sauce is what it is.
Yeah, dang sauce. I definitely want to try it, but
I do as well. You know, it's one of those YouTube channels you hear all the time. It's like, hey, buy our merch, blah, blah, blah. They're one of those channels I wouldn't mind buying their merch to support those guys.
Agreed, because like there's something like you can sit down with the entire family and you know, especially like, you know, me and my son, we used to watch every single episode.
Absolutely.
Like they put out an episode every single week, and it was like, oh, they got a new episode, let's watch it. And doing what? And the only reason we stopped watching, and we still watch occasionally, but it's like life gets in the way. We got other stuff to do, jobs and so on and so forth.
And they stopped producing a lot of videos because, again, I think their life got in the way. The youngest brother who does the camera, he literally just had a baby a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
they have
also,
a lot of content on their channel. House builds, car builds, family stuff.
They built
property.
the house.
Yeah, their house, building new buildings. I mean, they really involved the community. One of the best, just wholesome channel that's super entertaining, super engaging. They're constantly talking to the people who watch their show. Really good. So if you guys haven't seen them, I would recommend them.
And here's the crazy thing. They don't spend a lot on production.
Nope.
They don't even have a good camera. They use an iPhone.
It's literally the 2 brothers, one other guy, and their dad.
Yeah.
They started out in a single car garage in the house that was like a basement.
They did all the work out in the gravel driveway.
Correct. And then they built that building, two garage building. Then they finally went to a warehouse.
And that warehouse is fucking amazing. They just got a frame machine.
I think they're going to get rid of that because they bought that farm.
Yeah.
Because they want to build a racetrack. But cool guy, check those guys out. I know we're getting a little bit off topic, but yeah,
understood.
Check those guys out. Steve, let's hear your customization.
Well, if I had an unlimited budget, and I've told my dad this, I'd love to.
Hot Wheels or Matchbox?
Would love to work with them on a 1970 Chevy Nova, but the one biggest passion project I've ever wanted to do is, and me and Jeff have talked about this car, is the 1970 white Dodge Challenger with the 440 in it, 4-speed manual. But if I couldn't put the 440 in it, I'd like to either put the 390 or the 383 with automatic transmission.
However,
good deal.
That car is 100% stock. What I would recommend is updating. You know, you do a full suspension upgrade, and then of course go with the Hellcat motor or something like that.
They said on all these older cars, the one main thing you have to upgrade is brake system, right?
Oh, 100%.
You have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, just for safety reasons in general.
Well, agreed. Especially if you're going to add any amount of horsepower to it.
Correct.
If you're so what's your brand, your go-to brand on brakes?
I mean, is there any other than Brembo?
Brembo's good. However, Bear's pretty good too.
I mean, Bear's good. I can't hate on Bear, but I think Brembo covers so much of the market at this point.
Agreed. The only problem I have with Brembo, and this is a damn the man, fuck the umpire kind of thing on my part. Steven, you should get that joke. Is everybody knows Brembo, but you can't sleep on the little guy or the slightly unknown guy, because and I'm not saying Bear has a better product, but their logo's way cooler. Brembo just says Brembo, but like even don't Lambos come brand new with Lambo or Brembos?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of them that kind of do. I don't know what the GTR uses, but they're got to be somewhere in that range too.
Yeah,
and then you have like the GTR, you have like the GT3, the GT4. I mean, those are all ceramic coke brakes. There's only so many brake manufacturers that can produce such high-end brakes. I'm
Agreed.
not sure who, it's just you peel their name
It's
off
not-
and paint
it's-
another name on.
Agreed. And one thing Brembo does really nice is they have you get a blank kit. So it's their caliper, all their stuff, but it leaves room to put your own thing. And the way I learned this is kind of embarrassing. The most infamous asshole husband, I guess we would put it, is Kevin Federline. He actually had Federline brakes on his Ferrari. Which I'm sure Brittany paid for. But when I first saw that, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and I was like, "Why do you pull that off? Aren't they, Ferrari brakes?" And he said, "No. What he did is he upgraded to Brembos. They're called Brembo blank brakes, and they'll engrave whatever you want, or you send them to somebody else, and they'll engrave them to say what you want." I was like, "You know what? I'm not mad at that."
I don't know,
because
man. If I Ferrari or Lamborghini,
I'm not putting my fucking name on it. That's an asshole.
You're already the asshole driving it already, right?
Exactly. It's like a buddy of mine. He's got a BMW, and I make fun of him all the time because it's a BMW. Do you know what a turn signal is? But
they know what a check engine light is, though.
Yeah, but you also can't sleep on the BMWs because when they do work, they work. And
I've had 4 of them, so yeah, I mean they're great.
They're great starters too. Like if you want to get into drifting, you can throw an LS and a BMW in like a weekend.
Guarantee BMW will always take you to a mechanic shop every single time.
Yeah, I think the wheels are aligned
somewhere to go. They'll get you to a mechanic shop.
Yeah, amen to that. But as much as I like to shit on BMW, some of them are fucking gorgeous.
Sure. And I had a 335 Xi.
And
that's a super fun twin turbo V6 car.
I will die on the one hill when it comes to BMW. The X6 is the best SUV on the market. The BMW X6. They only made it for like 2 years, but its suspension setup was something you would see in your Lamborghinis and Ferraris. It was set up for sports car style driving in an SUV.
For BMW, yeah. I mean,
and they didn't
be the best right now. Ferrari owns the best right now.
I understood, but for that model year, and the one fail, well, one of many, the one fail BMW did was they said this suspension setup that we have on the X6, we're not going to offer it on any other vehicle. And I was like, guys, huge waste of opportunity because you could buy X5s all day long. The X6 are hard to come by. And the problem with the X5 is they're kind of boxy and they're kind of, and their suspension is shit. So if you could have set it up in the way that the X6 was, it would have been, the X5 would have been amazing, even the X3. I see it. Okay, I see the truck now. Oh, Preston, I like that.
I just want to make a comment on something Steven said. You said a 72 Nova?
No, 70.
70. My dad has a 69 sitting in his garage.
My dad had a 70 Nova, and he had a Dodge Dart Swinger.
I had one of those. I had a 66.
I don't know what year my dad was, but like I told my dad, I'm like, if you want to listen to a bunch of people talk about cars, I said, listen to Jeff's Garage. And my dad, if he's out there listening, I'd like to tell him that he got me into cars. And not the supercar aspect, but more of the muscle car aspect.
Well, and that brings me to my next question. So, and Blazin, I already know your answer because I see it on TikTok all the time. What got you into what you're into? Blazin's answer is, I had a beer with a biker down the street and let him touch his old lady's boobies. That's the TikTok answer. But what got you into? And once again, we'll start with Blazin. What got you into vehicles and stuff like that?
Oh, well, vehicles. I mean, same with Steven. You know, my dad is a mechanic, more a hobby. He did it in high school for job, but he was in the army. But he did it, you know, just because he has a passion for cars, and he taught me a few things, and I kind of carried it with me. And then I moved from the cars more over to the motorcycles, just because one day I was like, you know what, I want a motorcycle license, so I went and
I
got
get it.
a cheap little. My first bike I owned was a 500cc Kawasaki Vulcan Cruiser.
I know the bike.
Such a
I know
bare
that.
bones bike. But the reason why I bought
But it's a
that
great
is because,
starter. You got to start
well,
somewhere.
true, but when I bought it, I was in the Air Force, stationed in Guam, so it was under PACAF command, and they
Okay.
had this regulation: if you haven't had if you couldn't prove you have experience for over 2 years, you couldn't own anything that was over 600cc. And
Interesting.
I did not want a crotch rocket, so that was the only cruiser bike I could find that fit that requirement.
Fuck you,
Somebody get Chris's
Slick.
segue.
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
great answer.
that makes sense.
I
That
mean,
makes sense.
facts.
So, you know, I mean, I'm not like some. I did go to school to wrench on bikes. A lot of the information still in my head, rattling around. But my
Well, in that
interests in other
the beauty of that
other aspects
information.
change. But
No, but the beauty of that information when it comes to when you learn a trade, whether you know, especially like Benji, you could say you're in construction. You know, you do or remodeling or what would you consider it?
I'm in construction, yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, so construction, and K-Mag, you work on the oil rigs and all that stuff. So the beauty of learning any trade is you learn, you know, one of the first things we all learn is righty tighty, lefty loosey, unless it's a gas line, you know. But you know, things like that can apply to so many different things.
mm-hmm.
And you could take that. Sure. You can take all that information and bleed it into the next, and what you learn from the next, you take back to the first, and it's all intertwined some way, somehow or another. With you know, so K-Mag, what got you into vehicles? What's your story, so to speak? Hello, is this thing on?
Oh, it is now. Honestly, I hate working on cars. I can't stand it. It's too small, and everything I like to work on has to be big.
Understood.
Because I like when I bust my knuckles, you know, I'm gonna punch it into a 6 foot long cast iron block and really love life for a while, you know. But no, what got me into it the most was my stepdad or my ex stepdad. Like growing up working in the shop with him all the time, and fucking I literally have the torque pattern and torque numbers all memorized for a 3406B model Caterpillar motor, you know, for the head bolt.
Which is impressive because I'd have to look it up for any motor.
Well, I was like 11 years old, and I don't know if you know how hard it is to push a 3/4 or pull a 3/4 inch torque wrench. It set at 350 foot-pounds of torque, fucking 21 times, and it sucks ass.
Yeah, it does. It sucks at 45.
Yeah.
At 45 years old, I'm going, I don't want to do it.
Yeah. At 11, he's like, well, the only way you're going to learn is just fucking do it. Okay.
Yeah. It's a repetitive nature. Benji, what got you into vehicles and your trade, so to speak?
Probably guys in school, right? Guys who were in my age group had older brothers, and I kind of seeing what they were doing. And then I had jobs in school, so I had a little bit of money. I had nothing to spend it on, and then I kind of my age group, I built a Honda Civic, ended up getting it in a magazine, kind of all that stuff. It was pretty cool. And then
my front yard.
Yeah, then I had kids, and then I got rid of that and got a WRX because I needed a 4-door. That was super fun.
I had a WRX.
Yes, WRX was one of the funnest cars I've ever owned. Super fun car.
K-Mag, I had to mute you. Your TV is super loud. And Steven, you said your pops got you into it, right?
Yeah. My quote unquote adoptive dad got me into it, and I always wanted to have a automotive shop with my old man. I remember in a few old school car chase movies, they would have the son and the dad working in the garage together, and when my dad was showing me some of these movies, I imagined like me and my dad working on them, and like I told
I
my
get
dad, I'm like, if I ever made enough money where I could just have that as a hobby, I told my dad, I'm like, I just love to have a Jarvis auto body shop or something where
Oh,
we would
hell yeah.
just work on classic cars and we wouldn't charge anyone anything. We just talk. Me and my dad would just talk about the car and what all went into it and when it came off the line and what was the best motor. Like, people don't. And if I could ever have my dad watch this or get on the show one day, I just love to say that if it wasn't for him teaching me some of this shit, I probably wouldn't even know about a lot of the great car chase movies back in the day, like Bullet, Vanishing Point, Crazy Mary, Dirty Larry, or Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry. Sorry about that. Peter Fonda's ghost is gonna haunt me after that one.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to work on some of the cars that my dad had owned back in the day, and my dad's like, but I never owned a 70 Dodge Challenger, and I'm like, yeah, but couldn't you
But I
be
saw one
happy?
once.
Yeah, wouldn't
Gorgeous
you
car.
just be excited to be like, hey, you know what, even though this isn't the car from Vanishing Point, it's a car that could have been in Vanishing Point and we're working on it.
Well, like myself, very much like Steven, my dad and I, my dad is a plumber by trade, and if there was a car show within 1,000 miles, we were going.
Yeah.
And I out of my younger brother, my younger brother's like, oh, I don't want to go. I'm like, when do we fucking leave? Because there's one of the greatest car shows in Ohio. It's called the Heart of Ohio. It's like 30 miles from my parents' house, and it's literally just all the cars from the neighborhood. There's a couple of cars that are still showing up at that car show every year that have been in movies. Shawshank Redemption was filmed in Mansfield, and one of the most famous cars in that movie is I actually know the owner. But then of course, Dad and I would buy, like Dad and I, he would always find some guy that's getting rid of a car for super cheap. And we're like, yep, well, can't leave it stock. That's boring. And then next thing you know, we're selling it off and buying the next one and all that fun stuff. Yeah. It is a cool car.
I was going to say, I sent you another. Oops, sorry. Go ahead, Blaze.
No, go ahead.
I got a quick question I'm curious about. What was everybody's first car?
Oh, excellent question. I was actually going to bring that up next. But let's start with you since you brought it up.
Mine was a 78 Malibu straight six.
Nice.
I bought for $250. I was 16, and this guy on Fort Knox was selling it, and he couldn't get it running. And so me and my pops went by to look at it, and my dad popped the hood. He's looking at it. He looks at me. He's like, "Buy it." I'm like, "What's wrong with it?" He's like, "Don't worry about it. Just buy it." So I gave the guy the $250, and my dad's a huge Chevy guy, and I gave the guy the money, gave me the title, and my dad rearranged the freaking firing, the plug wires, and started right up. The guy had the firing order wrong, and I drove it home. The guy's jaw just dropped. He's like, "Well, fuck."
Yeah. K-Mag, what's your first car?
84 Volkswagen Rabbit convertible, 4-speed.
That car shows up in License to Drive at the very end. Yeah. I know the car well.
Dude, it was a fun little car. Like, I did a little bit of engine work to it, obviously can't keep it stock. So I updated the 4-banger that was in it a little bit. It could do U-burns like a motherfucker and J-burns like a son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's standard.
Benji, you said your first car. I forgot already.
It's a Honda Civic EX
Honda Civic.
96.
X.
Hatchback.
Oh no, they were way too hard to get.
Yeah, hatchbacks are like.
They're still
Yeah.
too hard to get. I mean, they're like one of the #1 stolen cars in the world.
Still.
Oh shit.
Yeah, literally. Like if you own a Honda Civic, you get
Yeah,
insurance.
like the late 90s, early 2000s, they're gone.
Steven, first car.
1996 Chevy Cavalier.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the Chevy Cavalier.
Those Cavaliers.
Oh, my
bad,
first
boy.
one was. It had been in a car accident before I bought it, so I mean, I probably shouldn't have bought it, but for the price, when it was like $700, it was like, ooh, hey, first car. Found out why it was worth $700. But the 2000, my second one, my 2000 Chevy Cavalier. Oh, I wish I would have kept that one. That was a beautiful
Those
car.
are gorgeous cars. 2-door?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
2-doors are.
Well,
I think a lot of us.
Yeah,
Our first car is just something to get us from point A to point B and back to school.
Well, and that's the thing.
Mine was not. My first car, I actually, like I said, I was working for my uncle, and I was a apprentice plumber at that point because I had been doing it since I was like 12, and I did not have a driver's license. I was 14, and my uncle hired a guy just to drive me around after school to do plumbing jobs. And we go to this guy's house, and we're walking in. I'm saying hi to the guy, and he's got this car underneath the tarp. And I'm going, what's up with that? He's like, oh, that fucking car. I said, what is it? He said, it's a 1969 Chevelle. I said, really? He says, yeah, my son bought it a couple years ago. He was going to fix it up and take it to school. And now he's in college, and it just sits there. I said, well, what do you want for it? He says, I'll give you $20 to take it. So I called my dad. I had the shop phone. I called my dad and I said, hey, you want to make $20? He's like, sure. I said, okay, bring your truck and trailer over this address. And finished up the job. And just as my dad pulls in, the guy gives me the $20. I signed the deed and I hand that $20 to my dad. And I say, here, load this thing up. We take it off the tarp. Take the tarp off. It's got no motor. One of the doors is like rusted shut, and we wench it up onto the trailer, take it home. By the time I was 16, it had a brand new crate 396 in it with the supercharger, and it was running right about 800 horse, automatic, painted beautiful jet black, purple racing stripes, and if it had 1.5 foot rear tires on it, tubbed the whole 9 yards. And I don't know how I did it, but if you put that thing in drive and slammed on the gas, you wouldn't move. You'd just spin tires all day long. But on cold tires, you put it in first, you'll scrape the rear bumper every time.
Damn.
And I drove to school for about 6 weeks, and every weekend I'd take it to the drag strip, and I would race people for money. And I was making $2 or $3 grand on a weekend.
Damn.
And I'm at the drag strip, and this guy in this Porsche, he's like, I got $3 grand, says I can take you. I said, dude, nobody's seen nothing but taillights from this beast. And so we line up in the bleach box, and I light them tires up. And I'm like, I'm going to show off a little bit because I'm going to beat this guy easy. I drop it down into first, and that light turned green, and that rear bumper scrapes. About halfway down the track, I hit his patch of oil or something. I don't know what. And that car turned sideways, rolled 32 times, over. And obviously he beat me. So I ended up losing $3 grand. But as I'm sitting there going, well, fuck, I don't know how I'm going to get home. This guy comes out of the stands. He's like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm just kind of pissed. Car's fucked. He's like, I'll give you 30 grand for it right now. I said, well, show me the money, buddy. And I called my cousin and I was like, hey, come get me. I'm at Dragway 42. And went home and bought a brand new, I bought a 99 Dodge Neon after that. And then threw a bunch of money into that. Due to my Dodge,
fun little cars.
I bought a 99 Dodge Neon, and I may have thrown about 10 grand at that motor. and I was beating Dodge Vipers off the line.
Oh shit!
That thing was quick, and I sold that right before I left for the Navy. But I used to buy cars. I used to drive around old neighborhoods and buy cars right around college time. That's how I paid to build the Chevelle. I'd buy cars in the rich neighborhoods right around college time because all the college kids have their first car sitting there, and the people are like, just get it out of my driveway. Give me $50. Oh, have it gone by the end of the day. I'd call my dad up, hey, I need a truck and trailer. And then I'd take it over to used car lot and turn it into $3 or $4 grand. Or,
Nice.
Give it a paint job, tune it up, send it over and sell it. And take that money and throw it into the Chevelle. And then do it again the next weekend. I was dating a girl. I had at the time I was driving my dad's truck. He had a 3500 Chevy Dually. It was his buddies that he was borrowing. And we had a fifth wheel on the back. And I was like, hey, I talked to his buddy and I said, hey, let me borrow your truck. It's my girlfriend's birthday. She loves that truck. And I'm driving along and I see this beautiful fucking 86 Mustang sitting there in a rich neighborhood on my way to her house. And I slam on the fucking brakes. I back that thing up and I knock on the guy's door. I'm like, how much you want for the Mustang? Oh, it's that fucking thing. Give me $200. I said, it'll be gone in about 20 minutes. I'm going to run home, get the trailer. Ran home, got the 3-car hauler trailer, hooked it up to the truck, show up at the, load the guy's truck up, load the guy's Mustang up. I drive about 6 blocks down the road. There's an S10 sitting there. I ended up buying it for $200, throwing it on the trailer. And then I bought an 86 Buick Skylark.
Dude, those were fun cars.
Baby blue, 4-cylinder, the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in my life. It was mint. Had a little bit of rust behind the rear front fender. And I bought it for like $400.
Nice.
I showed up at my girlfriend's house 3.5 hours late on her birthday with this fucking big old truck that she loves and this trailer full of cars. And she's like, she comes out screaming, what the fuck? You're all late. I said, baby, I had to pick up your birthday present. You can pick any one you want, just not the Mustang. She ended up keeping that Buick until she left for the Air Force.
Nice.
So, it's one of those things. It's like I've had the love of cars since birth. I think I came out with a torque wrench in my hand. And that's the beauty of the car culture. It's like there's so much love for cars, and there's so much, and customization goes into that too. Having a stock whatever enter car here is not as cool as I threw, even if it's just putting rims and tinting the windows. It can be 100% car, because especially like, you guys got the what, I can't remember what they're called, the reverse wheels that stick out like 8 inches from the fucking car, or 12 inches from the car.
The deep dish wheels?
Yeah, the deep dish reverse, so that the wheel's not even underneath the fender. Kind of something we did in the 90s. But it is time for our game, gentlemen. And I'm going to present this. I have a game. Here it is.
You're going to have to explain it to the audience.
I'm going to explain it. So this game is called Keep or Crush. It's very similar to Smash or Pass. I'm going to show, I have a full slideshow set up here. I'm going to show you guys a car. We're going to go ahead and explain what the car is, because this is an audio podcast mostly, even though we do broadcast live. And we 5 decide if it should be kept or crushed. So we're going to start with our first one. Benjie, I got this one just for you. I thought of you when I saw this car. So as I scroll up, it is a Porsche 911 with a wide body kit on it and it looks like a wrap of a shark mouth. Yeah, it's kind of a bomber, bomber paint with the little weird happy face on the side. Let's go around the room. What do you guys think?
I'll let the person at the bottom start. K-Mag, I'll let you start.
There you go.
Well, if it didn't have the wide body on it, I'd say keep. I don't know. I've never been a fan of wide bodies. I'm gonna have to smash it, man.
Understood. Blaze?
I like the stance of it, the wide body. I dig.
Gotta dig
I
the
have
wide
this thing. I have this thing about body wraps. I mean, get a fucking paint
I do
job.
too. Right, I agree. 100%.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like the only negative thing I got. But I'm gonna go ahead and smash.
Smash, all right. Benji?
Or
Or
I'm
Steven?
sorry, crush,
100% Pete.
crush.
The
Steven?
rap is odd, but we don't know the story behind the rap, right?
Understood.
So obviously this is themed for a reason. This car is all the badass you want.
I agree.
So this is set up and tuned for something super specific. I mean, this bitch is on the ground. So this is probably some type of track weapon. This is something super
Canyon
specific
Carver.
with this.
Yeah, it looks
So
like a Canyon Carver.
I'm keeping this. I don't like the rap, but I don't understand why the rap is the way it is.
Agreed. Steven?
Fair.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Kaymag. You know, I'm not really much of a Porsche fan, but then at the same time, it's that the front wrap part. If they take that off, I maybe like keep it, but yeah, crush it.
I'm gonna say keep. I do. Like I said, I'd remove the wrap day one, but to me it looks like it's got bags on it. I'm not the biggest fan of bags and static like that. Jesus Christ, I can feel my spine as we speak. I love the wing. I love that whale tail wing. I think it's gorgeous. It looks like there's some sort of vents on the hood. I'm not super fan of that. I'm not a super fan of that.
I'm not sure what the vents are for since it's a mid-engine car.
Yeah, why would you vent the trunk? You know, I get it. That's kind of like
but this could be highly modified, right? There could be some piping that we don't understand. This could be for brake cooling. This could be a couple of different things. Again, we don't know what specific application this car is set up for.
Agreed.
It looks like it's set up for some serious drift shit. That's kind of what it looks like.
Well, a drift or it could be a Canyon Carver. Like I said, those wheels don't look like they're something you would want to tear up. I mean, those
obviously there's something sitting up the front side of the passenger bumper. I can't quite make out what that is. I mean, I don't know, man. To be honest, the wrap is kind of cheap looking.
Yeah, it almost looks like.
Looks like it's got some air. Yeah, it looks like it's got some air bubbles down there, like right on the passenger side, closest to the ground. But
yes,
it almost looks.
It looks like they tried to
edited on there, right? It doesn't.
Yeah, I was going to say it almost. Yeah, it's almost like an edited kind of thing because, like, you can see the lip, sticking out from the bottom. So I'm going to say keep it, but
I don't even know if this is like a full legit photo because
and some of these are not
wrong with this photo right here with this wrap. Like it's I don't know if I fully believe this wrap.
I agree. Let's go on to the next one. So majority says
what was that? What Porsche was that again?
911.
Yeah,
that's definitely 911. But like I said, that the hood looks like it's an older Porsche.
No. They kept that. That's probably stock plus.
Okay.
Yep.
So next one.
Is that the Bugatti wagon Beamer wannabe?
This is a Honda Civic made to look like a Bugatti. And you know what? I'm not 100% mad.
Nor am I, and I don't even feel great saying that, but the craftsmanship is a fucking
it's done right.
I mean, I gotta give them credit.
I wonder what headlights that is.
They look like Integra. They look like Integra headlights.
I was going to say, is that Acura Integra like late, like early 2000s, maybe? Like late 90s?
There's a lot going on with this picture. So
there's a lot going on.
So you got the Bugatti front end with Integra headlights,
and that's 100% custom. It's not like you can buy a Bugatti front end for this car,
right?
There's some serious fiberglass work here.
Yeah, there's some serious. I mean,
I'm not mad at the paint job either.
No,
I was going to say kind of the same. From this distance, obviously, we don't have HD photo.
Right.
But the carpet doesn't match the drapes.
I get that, but I mean,
But you're still. But
but
at the end of the day,
but we all know
are you
you can
still
throw a
gonna get it?
mean motor. You can throw a mean motor in this motherfucker and really be a
Yeah.
like a K24 or something, right?
yeah.
Right?
Big ass turbo.
I'm gonna keep.
I'm gonna have to keep it.
Same here.
You
I'm
guys are
gonna
too
keep.
easy.
I'm gonna keep only. I will say I'm gonna keep for the sheer craftsmanship that went into this.
Agree.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, you can do this really shittily, but you can also, as it shows, you can do this really well.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
I'm actually impressed.
Oh, this one.
Oh,
this one.
wait.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
This one
Blazin
cracks
gonna
me up,
throw his
boys.
2 cents in.
Oh, go ahead, Blaze.
I was just gonna say keep. I mean, I like the effort put into it.
Yeah, you gotta respect the effort.
I
But
agree with you, Glick.
This next one cracks me up. Is that a ranchero slash?
No.
No.
What is that? What is? I don't even know what this is.
Is that a
It is
Fairline?
Yeah, I think it is a Ford
It
Fairline,
might be
but mixed with a. It looks like a Fairline front end, but it's definitely got a. It's a ranchero trunk with a.
I'll start on
That's
this
a
one.
bed.
It's a smash.
I
I'm
agree.
I don't
I'm
like
gonna
the
have to smash
paint.
this.
I think the motor is. How the fuck are you even supposed to turn right?
Ostentatious. Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, unless you got a passenger, you're
Is that
making every left
fur?
turn possible.
Fur and white interior?
Yes,
I'm
yes,
not
it
into
is.
it.
Just when the owner of this one says, "Hey, I can't get any dumber," and then he pulls up in this and totally redeems himself.
I like the doors. That's about it.
I agree.
I dig it.
I like
I've
the
always
suicides.
I've always been a fan
Yeah.
of like lowrider magazines and shit like that. West
Understood.
Coast. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to keep.
Yeah,
I
the
would.
interior is pretty dope too.
You know, I agree
That
with you if it
two-tone
wasn't
leather,
for the
white and
motor.
brown.
Completely,
motor-
if
the
it
motor-
wasn't for the motor. The motor's what's got me fucked up.
It's
Yeah.
too much motor for what it is.
But Blaze, this is the vehicle that
completely-
someone that doesn't know what they're doing and have overdone it, so they go to the car
That-
show and they get their ass
That's
kicked.
all it's for. That's all it's for.
You
Yeah,
can't
this
do
is-
anything with it, right?
It's just
Yeah,
car
this
show
is-
material.
This is something you build to show off what you can do.
Yeah, that's
This
all
is
in
car
one
goes
vehicle.
Like
two
you're
directions,
not
forward and
driving that
reverse.
vehicle. That is on a fucking
No.
trailer, and the only
Yeah,
time it
that's
comes
a-
off that
that's a
trailer is
trailer
at
I
you're
bet
at a
you
car
20
show.
grand. I bet you 20 grand. It fucking has hydraulics too.
Oh,
Well,
guaranteed.
yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna have to
So we're gonna crush this, right?
Yeah,
crush
yeah, I'm
that
gonna
Yeah,
have to
fucking
crush
I'm
it.
thing.
Blaze is like, damn it. I'm gonna have to.
Speaking of
Okay.
our lowrider friends,
See,
I'm
I
gonna
was
have to
always,
keep.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've always been
It's a
intrigued with
keep.
low riders, so I gotta keep it.
I am too. I'm keep. I love it.
I'm
not-
keeping
I'm
it
not
because
Fucking-
I don't mind it.
yeah, I'm keeping it because it screams like '90s, right?
Oh,
Right?
right.
Yes.
I mean, it's like if you
90s
showed up.
Chevy?
If you showed up, it's actually a Nissan. You can tell it's a Nissan King Cab by the
Okay.
rear window.
Yeah.
But
Nissan
if you
B5200
showed up in high
probably.
school with this, you got all the pussy.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
And,
And,
you
it-
got-
and that
and
person
all the
didn't
dudes
save
are like,
none for
dude,
the
I'll
rest
suck
of
your
any
dick
of
too.
us.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
This
a
was
gorgeous
definitely
kid.
from California. You can tell by the
Oh, yeah.
landscape.
100%.
Oh yeah.
But, and I love the
That's
rims.
That picture's probably taken in fucking January too. Them son of a bitches.
Yeah. I'm saying keep it.
Motherfuckers.
I'm
Oh,
saying
yeah,
keep it.
I'm gonna have to keep it.
Yeah, I'm with it.
And on to the next.
I think that was unanimous.
Fucking crush it, burn it, roll it off a cliff.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me
This is
explain. This is a 99 2000 Chevy Silverado squat truck. It looks like, I would say, a 4 foot of lift in the front and 0 lift, probably lowered in the rear.
It's
from
negative.
stock.
Yeah.
And ridiculous.
so this is
Something
the
called
type of guy that like I would call Kaymag and be like, let's find this motherfucker so we could beat some sense into him.
I was gonna say, you give me a cutting torch in 20 minutes with that thing, I'll have it sitting level all the way across.
Like
Oh,
the
you and me
motherfucker
both.
is gonna be like looking at the sky while he's driving it. Like he's gonna hit like 5 grannies in a fucking shopping cart with that fucking design.
Well, yeah. That's my thing. How do you fucking see?
Well, something tells me the same guy who drives this truck is also the same guy who drove that pink car.
Yeah.
However, not the same guy that built it.
So
And
I'm not that
Am I
familiar with-
seeing a front end Bluetooth drive shaft?
I'm not that familiar with squat trucks, but I can
I'm not either.
understand why it looks like it's squatting to take a shit.
Yeah.
Look like a dog dragging its ass across the yard.
Yes,
So
exactly.
And I threw that shit.
squatted is a thing where I live. However,
Oh
however, this has now become illegal.
Yes.
So-
Why?
Yeah,
What's
they
the
have-
road
purpose?
they have-
As
scraping.
well it should be.
Road
Correct.
scraping.
What's
I
When
mean,
I
what are
mean
you, a
illegal,
dog
I
sticking
mean-
your head out the driver window so you can see?
Within the last like 30 days, this has become illegal.
but
Good
why?
on
I mean, why build your truck like that? It makes no sense to me.
Well,
They're called
how
fuck
about this,
cars.
guys? So in what was it, the 60s, 70s, all that, it was this
Gasser.
way, right?
It was
so,
a gasser.
So now you're going the opposite way. So and then it'll eventually wave back around.
Yeah.
It's circle
So-
of life, I guess. I'm not sure.
But the ass end lift, it makes sense. You could still see.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, but you couldn't
bit.
see out your rearview mirror with the ass end lifted up all the way.
Yeah, but
Fair enough.
why look behind you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing you need to see
You don't want to
behind
see the
you
cops.
is the car in your rear view mirror as you're crossing the finish stripe.
Yeah, but
That's what
it's
side
nonsense.
mirrors are for.
So guys, can we get a verdict that this guy probably got his
right.
ass kicked in like fucking high school too many times?
Well, either that or his boyfriend really loves it.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's why he's squatting.
Call that the downward dog.
He was compensating for one big nut, one small nut.
He was trying to twerk a little bit and got down a little too low.
Yeah. This is the kind of guy that backs into a parking spot and gets stuck over the curb.
Oh man, I can see that truck trying to mount a small truck.
Yeah.
It looks like
Wow.
a Doberman trying to fuck a Chihuahua.
Yeah. So on to the next one. This next one,
Ooh.
See,
I'm
I
not
would
mad.
keep that. I'd keep that.
it.
Which
Because
truck is this? Other than the
That is a
Enigma?
This is
GMC.
that's a
This is a
GMC.
GMC.
Okay.
It looks like a 2500. It
Yep.
has got a full lift with bags, purple rock lights everywhere. There's a little too much
And,
lighting for me.
I
And
want
the
to point out.
framework is gorgeous
Yes, I want to point out that framework. That's like $40,000 worth of framework right there.
without
alone.
even trying.
Yeah.
It costs $40,000 to look at it.
It's like, oh, what'd you do today? I went and spent 40 grand on what? To look at. a
However,
truck.
here's my question: would you daily it?
Fuck no.
I would daily that motherfucker through every mud hole you would show me.
Until you bust a rim, because they look like aluminum rims.
Well, yeah. Oh, I'm sure they are. But
They look like
I'm
fucking
with
32s.
Glick.
yeah.
I'm with Glick. I'll keep it.
I would keep it.
Not
Just get
even-
rid of all the
I
lights.
like purple. I think purple's.
Oh,
I like
keep
purple.
the lights. Yeah,
Uh,
the lights are
it-
what make that truck.
But I
Yeah,
would
I
paint
agree.
it. I would paint it green. I would paint.
I bet this truck
the
is
body.
ugly during the daytime.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
yeah.
The paint job on it looks weird. It looks like it's like
All right,
stone.
all right. So I'm keeping this truck, but the
With
functionality of it is beyond limited, right?
Agreed.
So I had an F-250 that had a pretty decent sized lift, nothing ridiculous, and the fucking bed was about non-functional, right?
Well, that's the
Oh,
thing
yeah.
with one of these trucks. It's non-functional.
Correct, and that's why I ended up getting rid of it. I mean, it was a damn $80,000 truck. I freaking
But
loved it. I miss it. But
This
I was
thing
like,
has bags on it, so it looks like the bags are
fucking
inflated.
Constantly had
So-
trouble parking in parking spots. Nothing could
I-
be tight. I couldn't
I
go
bet
through
you with
drive-through
this
lines,
thing-
and I was like, "Fuck this! Let me get rid of this truck." Super
It looks
cool.
like
but
you
it's
can
not
lower
functional.
it. You could totally lower this truck. It's got bags on it, and the
You
bags
can
are
lower it
inflated.
12 inches, Jeff.
You can.
That
It'll
motherfucker's
drop 12
three-
inches. It'll drop
motherfucker's
12
three
inches just
like-
from those bags alone.
Yeah.
I'd like to
Yeah.
see Jeff climb in and climb out. I mean, he probably,
Dude,
You
I
know
would
what's
buy this
always
truck.
funky
I would
about
buy
these
this truck
trucks?
just to show up in it.
Yeah, but you know what's always funky about these trucks though with bags? They end up when you gooch them, they end up going like this, and
Yep.
and that always like really throws the look off.
And that's like 10 grand per bag.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, for sure.
'Cause those are
I
custom
mean,
bags.
I keep it, but it's just not.
It's
very
not a
functional.
daily. It's not a daily.
no,
I mean,
next,
it's barely a fucking weekend car.
Oh,
I mean, you're
God.
not-
love
It's
this.
the
I love this.
conversions.
I love this. I love this. I want this.
keep,
Where can I buy it?
Yeah,
My
it's a
question.
2012 with the fucking is that 70s or 60s
It
body
looks like a
style?
72.
70s body
It's a
style, I
70s
think.
front. It's
Front end.
70s front end, front clip, and then the 70s paint. I think this is gorgeous.
This
The
is
Craftsman works.
Why did
Craftsmanship.
two-tone paint?
I'd keep it.
That was the
I'm sad.
style. That was the
I'm
style.
sad
of
that I'm sad that two-tone paint jobs kind of like went away.
Agreed.
Oh, for
All
sure.
right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? So speaking of, who's the only one doing it right now? Which would be Ford Grand
This-
Cherokee, right? They
Well-
brought the wood grain back on the side. Of course, they're fucking outrageously expensive, but
Well,
they've done it. So
that-
no. The Bronco did it too.
Yeah.
So the Bronco's recently done
the
it. But, I mean,
caveat-
that's super cool.
The caveat to this truck, it's an $80,000 truck, gentlemen.
Yeah, but
It's supposed to look like the K10 in a way, isn't it?
So
After
I
you
mean,
buy the truck.
$80,000.
C10.
Definitely worth
After
it.
you
Worth it.
buy the truck.
What do you say,
Oh,
K-Mag
you mean
C10?
$80,000
Yeah.
conversion?
K10
Okay.
to
Correct.
K10 to Blazer.
Actually, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's a $60,000 conversion. But basically, you buy the truck, you take it to this company, because Chris and I actually did research on this truck when it first came out. You buy the truck, you take it to the company, and they will convert it for around 40 to 60 grand.
Smash. No way. No way.
I'm keeping it. I'll take it all day long.
I'm keeping it.
Not
I'm
for
keeping
that.
this one.
I don't think there's enough value in the truck besides
You'll never
itself.
see another
and the
one like
conversion.
it.
That's for personal reasons why I'd keep it. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'd keep it because I aesthetically find it pleasing.
I
I
daily
aesthetically find it pleasing. I understand all the appeal about it. I just
But-
don't know if the resale will be there because it's not a super enough vehicle to maintain its
Agreed.
value.
Here's
Fair.
the thing. Here's the thing. If you learned metalworking, could you build this truck yourself?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
if
don't
you
know.
had all the right tools.
Yeah.
The paint job's easy.
Tools.
The paint job is
It's-
easy. I worry about the trim.
The trim is you can get off of year one. The hard
Yeah.
part is matching the hood and the front clip to the front end of the truck,
Yeah.
because that's got to be stretched. It's stretched. It's getting everything to match. That's a job. It's not.
I don't know,
something
man.
small.
I don't know about that trim being as easy as going to year one and ordering.
Oh yeah. Year
Oh,
one's
you got to
everything.
think though. No, check this out. So you got to think, right? So why would you be able to go to year one and order this? Because
Well,
that makes no
hold
business sense for
on.
the company who is converting this over to a $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 upgrade.
You're paying for it. You're paying for the metalwork. I'm telling you right now.
Hold on. I just want to point
but you're
something
paying
out that
for
I
a-
think.
You're paying for a lot of other things. I don't think you're
I think it's
kind of
supercharged
maybe
as well.
seeing right here.
I'm just going to throw this out. If you look at the black stripe underneath the top of the orange, right where the door meets the front fender, someone fucked up. It doesn't match. Just tossing that out there.
I think that's the
Yeah,
picture. buddy.
again, you got to think these vehicles, these new vehicles are so. There's just so much technology in them. This is not an easy conversion that you can just go
Yeah.
to year one. That you can't just buy these
And
parts.
am I seeing correctly that it has the 70s door handles too?
I see a lot of
Yeah.
stuff going on. I mean, this
Yeah.
is a massive conversion, but I'm thinking parking sensors, where they're telling you that the cars are beside you. This is not a year one build, but the only problem is, as cool as this is, I don't know if it will hold its value in the mid to short term.
Oh, I don't care what anyone says. If someone is really building this truck, you're not selling it unless your kid inherits it one day
Yeah,
and they're
it's
that
not
fucking
it's
stupid.
not a
Yeah,
buy.
but you gotta think though, on this truck, this is not a $60,000 truck. This is a $150,000
Well, yeah,
truck.
and that's what I'm saying. If you're building this
So is a
truck
3500
like
Chevy.
the C10,
Yeah, this
So-
this isn't a daily truck, right?
well,
You
no,
have to kind of
no.
see what this is. This is more of an investment. Oh, this is what I've got, but I don't see them being able to recoup the $150,000+ that this truck is going to
Agreed.
demand just to break even.
Agreed. But I
It's
got to
tough.
go with my gut, and I'm keeping it.
I'm
Yeah.
smashing this one. I just don't see the value long term.
Understood.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah,
You should toss up that last Snapchat in the mix too.
I'll add it. Because we're gonna keep these
A little
going.
honorable mention.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Is Steven's face on it?
No.
No. And on to the next one. I love this.
I'm gonna fucking crush the fuck out of that.
It's a Mercedes with a pig nose and weird wings. Let's crush it.
It looks
it's
like
got a
something
Greenpeace
that
sticker on
Glick,
it.
when he was drunk at Pittsburgh, would be like, "Hey, that ain't a bad
Agreed.
car. I'm gonna buy it."
Oh, that's speakers in its nose. I mean, that's pretty.
I don't
neat,
think
actually.
so. I mean, yeah, but
It's
would you?
it's
Would,
the air.
It looks like the fucking dog vehicle from fucking Dumb and Dumber, to be honest.
exactly.
I mean,
Like-
obviously this is god awful, but there's
Like you're
craftsmanship
not
that
getting
went in
laid
it.
in that car.
Never.
No, you're eating barbecue, right?
Yeah.
Chris,
Or you own a barbecue
that's a
joint.
comment.
Or you own a barbecue joint and you keep it parked out front.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is
Yeah,
a
it's
themed
good for an
car.
advertisement tool.
Yeah, this is a theme car with a specific
Yeah.
thing, and it's
Yeah.
and obviously there's speakers in the nose. There's some customization that went through it, but their marketing team did not think this through.
At a car show. Hey sir, what's the theme of your car? I'm never getting laid.
None.
Agreed. So unanimous vote. We crush it.
Well,
Crush
Crush the
Crush.
fuck out. Or yeah, crush.
Unless
Crush.
it's like a business car and it's not
Now-
well, I mean, unless you're not buying it, then yeah.
On this
This
one,
is this
I
is
have a
some
little
road
story
warrior
behind
shit right here.
this is from a show, a YouTube channel called Fab Forum. This guy built this car. It is a '86 Mustang fastback, dubbed the Bibster. It is an LS4 or an LS1, single 120 millimeter turbo on the front, no front end, and the only original panel on the car is that little strip in front of the front tire.
so it's a completely one-off car. It's not even
Completely
a Mustang.
one off. It's not even finished.
Yeah,
But it, for me,
shit
I've
looks
seen
fun.
this car. It is. This guy does the best fabrication I've ever seen on the planet. For me, I don't care what you guys say. I'm keeping the shit out of this thing. It is that those rear tires are 24s. The front are 20s.
I don't mind it.
This looks like a car that would be made specifically for a Hollywood movie, which I'm not upset about. Like it looks fun. I mean, it looks like a fun fucking.
It is chopped,
speed demon going
channeled,
down the road.
and it has got a one-off frame.
It looks like
it's-
a modern day rat rod.
It is, and that's the
Ooh.
concept. He's building
Okay.
it for his friend that died, that drew this car up, and never got a chance to build it.
It looks like something Vin
If that was
Diesel.
the only thing I knew about it, I would keep it for that.
I was gonna
So
say
I
it looked
wouldn't
like a
keep-
Fast and Furious car. Yeah, I'm with you,
I
Jarvis.
wouldn't keep it or crush it. I'd donate it for
all right.
charity.
So here's my opinion on it.
Go ahead.
This is really cool. I have a shop. I can't remember the name of it. I took a couple of Nissans that I've had over to it.
Yeah, that's what I was
And
thinking, Glick.
They had Robert Downing Jr.'s from the second Iron Man's Audi R8, right?
Okay.
All right, so it was really cool, and I saw it. All the panels were stripped off this thing. It's not fucking functional, right? This bitch is so low that they had to put it on casters to get it into the shop. This is exactly what I see. I don't understand the form functionality of this car besides a tribute to his friend. Does it
It's
look
art.
fun? Sure. Again, it's art. So
It
to
is a
me,
900 horsepower motor, by the way. It is built for drag.
yeah. I don't care what motor you put on it. It doesn't look like it's drivable on any possible street.
It's not finished as well. It's not finished. He's been building it for about 3 years. I've been watching him. Every
Dude,
time
there's
he's got
no
an episode.
clearance. There's no
Well,
clearance
show me an
underneath it.
unfinished car.
So to me, the only way this is remotely in the possibility of functional has to go on airbags. It's so
I believe it. I believe it does have bags.
It has
Has
to,
bags
because
on
I've
it,
seen
has
a
bags.
car just like this with the R8 from Robert Downing Jr. It's not functional. There's nothing you can do with these cars. I mean, clearly this is a long ways off from being functional and roadworthy. There's not blinkers. There's not side mirrors. There's nothing.
I think he's keeping the original doors.
I'm in the middle. I'm not crushing. I'm not keeping. I'm completely
Understood.
in the middle only because it's a car to represent his buddy, right?
Right. And
That's it.
Yeah.
I threw this in the mix for one reason. I want to promote his channel. Fab Forum is an amazing automotive building channel. He builds some. He's got another '86 Mustang called the Gray Goose. It is a 1,200 horsepower Coyote twin turbo.
Well, when he
And
has this finished, let me know.
Oh, I will let you know.
I want to go to his channel to make sure this isn't, because a lot of these fab guys, they make stuff that's so ridiculous that isn't functional. I want to make sure
everything he's making is functional.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
as soon as you would show this off to Vin Diesel, this is the car that his character dies in the last movie.
You know what this
And
car
it would be
reminds me of?
worth it for that.
If you throw different tires on this car, this could be a Mad Max car. Right?
Agreed.
Oh,
That's what I
definitely.
was thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's kind of why I'm in the middle.
Like
if
Fury
this
Road.
had nothing to do with his buddy, I'm crushing this.
Agreed.
Because I've seen something like this in real life, and it was a joke. It's a theme, and these cars are not anything more than just art pieces, and there's nothing to them.
Understood. On to the next one. I believe this next one. Oh, this.
Well,
I already know everybody's answer.
Mine's a keep.
Keep.
100% keep. That's a Mark IV Supra.
There is
That
no
is
other
a-
answer than keep.
That is the
on this
top
car.
secret. The top secret Mark IV
Of
Supra.
course, it's the top secret.
That
Save
is
some pussy for the rest of us, right?
right? I mean, Jesus. I guarantee you that thing's got 1,000+ horsepower.
I mean, I'm in awe, right? I mean, that's what
I
this
love
car
this
is.
car.
I mean, this
You
is
can't
one of
go
the
wrong
best.
with
This is hands down one of the best
correct
cars
me if
ever
I'm
to
wrong,
come out of
but-
Japan.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Is not the Mark IV Supra the perfect car for anything?
No, I would go R34 would be the perfect, and then kind of 1.5
Well, the reason-
would be this.
Well, the reason why I say that is because if you want to drift, if you want to drag, if you want to carve some corners, this car will do it. You can set it up
If
for
you're
it.
throwing in drift, then this has to be number one.
Yeah.
If you're doing everything else but drift, the R34 is number one. This is absolutely number two and the tightest of number twos.
Yeah.
It's definitely
So,
a drift.
so this is definitely a keep vehicle.
I mean, man, that's museum quality right there.
And I love this. This cracks me up.
Oh my fucking god! If you just
That
want to
is
buy
a
a boat, just buy a fucking boat.
1970s. That's a late 70s Cadillac.
Tell me it's
no.
dual engine.
I think it might be.
Even
It's got a
Cruella
barbecue on the
DeVille-
front, dude.
Even
It's got a
Cruella
barbecue.
DeVille. Wait.
I just saw that. I've been looking at this picture for a fucking week.
Wait.
It's got a barbecue on the front.
Yeah, it does. It's got a griddle top.
Even
what's in
Gordon.
the back? Is there like a pool in the back of this? There's an umbrella back there.
There might be.
Umbrella. Even
It's a jacuzzi.
Gordon Ramsay is looking at this and saying, "I'm pissed."
You know
I
what?
don't know what this
I
is.
would totally cross country this fucking thing.
Cruella DeVille is looking at this and being like, "I could have killed the 100
jealous.
Dalmatians without
Did,
this."
did you? She's like, I could have fucking ran him over twice. Damn it!
So real quick, keep or crush.
I'm
in
Fucking crush that piece of shit.
crush. That's just too absurd for me.
Yeah.
Understood. We'll crush it. I do kind of like it though. I
the
mean,
only thing
the
I twin-
8 wheels. They eat 8 wheels. I'm curious on how the steering works.
I bet
mean,
they're
it would-
3 miles per gallon. I bet it costs you $50 to
No,
crank
no
this
Yeah.
up.
pimp is driving that car.
to go pick up his hookers. All right.
Yeah, pick up
It'd be
your hose.
cool. Maybe a drive-in
Oh,
or a
Jesus
tailgate.
Christ.
Hey, guys!
That
I
is
just
a
wanna
Mustang, boys.
I want to point out this is Meth McQueen.
Yeah, it looks like it's sitting in- well, believe it or not, I actually got this photo from Kaymag. It was in his driveway.
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry.
Oh,
The
man.
headlight, I just realized the headlights are on the hood.
Yeah,
Is that rattle can too?
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that-
All
that
day.
Not only is
That
that
is-
Meth
That is
McQueen,
spray foam.
but
that
that
is
is
spray
Ash
foam at its
versus
best.
that is Ash versus the Evil Dead if they made it to season 4.
Oh shit! Yes.
You know, I'm really sad they didn't make it to season 4, to be honest with you.
Like,
I mean, it would be great for some cheap B-rated horror flick.
Oh, 100%.
I would have fun
Yeah,
in that car, just bombing it down a dirt road and grabbing the e-brake and seeing how many times we could roll it.
This is
I'm
something
just
you
sitting there
find
just-
in a trailer park.
Yeah, 100%.
like this car could command its own Ash versus Meth
However,
fucking Lightning McQueen car. I
So
have to
why
go
does
with
it-
K-Mag and what he
At
said
all,
with that.
Steven. I do
the
not
5
disagree
of
with
us
you
could
at all.
build this in an afternoon.
I feel like my 2-year-old,
Wild
my
drunk.
4-year-old could have built
After
that
stealing
in like 30
all of
minutes.
Chris's beer for the month.
Wow.
Oh, this was
It's-
definitely a drunk inspired build.
Oh,
No,
I
this
love
wasn't just drunk. This was like some methed up guy from fucking Minnesota that was just like, hey,
There's
I got
somebody
all
out
this.
there that's proud as fuck at this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
there is.
obviously this is crushed, but I agree with Steven. I'd like to see this on like an Ash versus something.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, this
obviously
is the
are
jump
crushed.
the shark moment where Bruce Campbell's just like, I wonder if the bullets are real in this gun.
On
I
to
mean,
the
you
next.
have to
That's
you have
obviously
to
a
have
crush.
no shame to drive that.
I mean, none at all,
Oh,
buddy.
yeah.
I love
See,
this.
I would keep that because
This is it is a 32 T bucket style car. It is built barbershop themed. Those are barber chairs that you sit on to drive it, and it looks like it's got a 400 plus block with a super tall intake and dual 4 barrels.
So evidently Grandpa and fucking Herman Munster got sick and tired of the Dragula and built that.
Agreed. I'm not
I
mad
would've
at it.
scrapped-
but
And
I
I'm
would-
not mad about it.
No.
I'll-
So this is
the
a keep for me.
craftsmanship is amazing.
So this is a keep for me only because they put go-kart wheels on a real life car.
Oh, 100%.
You notice that?
This
Oh,
does
yeah.
look like somebody got a hold of the shrink the Honey I Shrunk the Kids thing
Well, this is the
That
only way
shrunk
they
stuff.
could have
and
That's the only way they
grabbed
could've
their
finished the
Hot
build.
Wheels. They grabbed their Hot Wheels and were like, I can make it bigger.
Yeah,
This is
Hot
Glick.
Hot Wheels
This
limited
is Glick
edition.
when he's really drunk and he's just like, hey, look at that Hot Wheels. I
Why
could
does this-
make that.
Why does this car look surprised?
right.
Or it looks like it's ready to snort all the coke off the ground.
So it hangs out with that guy who sings Werewolf in London.
Yes.
Warren
Yeah, he would be
Zevon.
totally driving this car.
That would be this is his ride.
Yeah.
So we keep it or crushing, boys.
I'm
keep it.
crushing. I'm crushing.
I'm
never
not in the middle.
I'm not mad at that.
It would be something.
Sorry about
I'm
what?
not mad at that.
It would be something
Yeah.
you see
I'm
in like
keeping
a
this.
go-kart video game. I agree.
Mario Kart
all
9 should have fucking customization tools in that game, so you can make that.
Yeah.
So
It
if you
shoots-
guys
it
are
shoots
if you guys
rainbows.
know about any like obscure video game race cars, this would be one for like Burger King came out with a race car game. This would be in it.
Right
This is
And
next
the
that
to
hand-
racing game,
yeah.
dude, as
Right next
goofy
to
as
the
that racing game was, it was
Wienermobile.
stupid fun.
You
So we
put some.
crushed it.
No, we're keeping this.
I'm keeping it.
Yeah, I'm keeping it.
You put
I-
some
I'm
machine
crushing
guns
it.
on there,
I'm
you
crushing
could either have Death Race 3 million or fucking Twisted Metal Season 2 vibes
The
there.
thing looks like it fucking exhausts glitter.
Well, I'm just gonna have to go ahead and tell you, I'm not a fan of this style. so
I'm not
crushing
either.
it.
I'm
And
not.
that's why I'm 100% crush on this.
Yeah.
I've
So
always
Stance-
wondered the
Stance,
wasted
cars-
money in tires with stances
Right?
like this.
Yeah.
I don't get the functionality. There's obviously no functionality, but I don't get the
Zero.
aesthetic in it.
I
You're
feel like.
literally riding on 2 inches of rubber on every fucking tire.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Go get some cheater tires. You got the same amount of rubber.
I
this is
feel
crush
like
for me.
whoever has to tow that fucking thing after the wheels come off, I would just pay them not to
Well,
tow
that's
it.
my other question. How often does this motherfucker go through ball joints?
All of them. Every week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every week.
It's like just all of them. We're just saying all of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a different answer on this one. I'm crushing the driver because the car is actually really good. So that's a Subaru Impreza.
It
That's
is.
what that is. So I like
And-
the Subaru. I'm
here's-
crushing the driver, taking that bullshit
This
off, putting
guy-
the suspension back together.
You
This
know,
guy
Benjie,
has a standing order at fucking AutoZone for ball joints.
you know, Benjie, I do have my own show on Sunday, and I think with that answer, I think I may need to have you as my co-host.
Crush the
I'm good with
driver.
that.
I dig that.
Crush.
See,
I
I
do
would
love
keep
this.
that.
I do love
This
this.
one ain't bad.
The Dodge
Now
Demon.
it's literally just a wrap.
Yep.
But it is a demon wide body, with some blood effect. I guess you would say
I
wrap
dig
on it.
that.
Yeah.
I'm loving
Yeah.
it.
I don't really
I don't
care
mind
for
it.
wraps, but this one actually looks good.
Right?
You
I
know
was
what my
gonna say.
favorite part about these cars is, dude? It kills me every time. I love the intakes in the fucking headlights.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do love
Oh
that.
Yeah.
man,
The
that is
air
so
intakes
badass.
for the
But-
turbo.
And
It's
when
clean.
it comes to this, with the demons and the Hellcats, there's not a lot of customization you can do to it. So by doing
Well,
this,
they come with
it's
so much power. You
subtle.
got the Hellcat, the demons.
Exactly.
You got the Red Eye. These are
Then
monster
you got the Demon
vehicles.
170. That Demon 170 is a
I mean,
beast.
honestly, they're beasts. You're talking about 700 plus horsepower in these cars. They don't need really anything from the factory. And actually, some of these cars come with a separate crate when you purchase them brand new.
That's the Demon.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
a-
how
it's a
freaking
dollar.
cool is that?
It's a dollar.
Which, yes, correct. And there's some people that don't even fucking order that option, which is beyond stupid. But you got to think,
I
with
got the
that
dollar,
separate
dude. I'll lend
option,
it to you.
how cool is it that an American company is offering that? Because that is something you get from
The-
Ferrari, Lamborghini.
Here's the problem. No, but the
Koenigsegg,
problem with
things
that
like that.
is demons have been banned from all drag racing because they don't have
Why?
roll cages. They don't have roll cages.
Yeah.
They're too
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, this is 100% a keep.
On to the
Agreed.
next. Here's your Mad Max.
There's your Mad
yeah.
Max. Yeah.
I'm keeping that just because
I'm
that's like a
crushing it.
weekend. That's like a weekend with the boys. We're gonna go fucking just Baja some shit through a pasture somewhere.
It's got a
That is
rack.
my
It's
answer,
got
too.
a
If
rack
I
for
live in the
four-wheeler
country-
on the back.
Fuck
If I live in
yeah!
the country,
The
this
boys
is my
are
car.
shooting at it with like airsoft or fucking paintball guns.
You're just driving through fucking
Honestly, I just want like 10 acres to just go dick around, right?
right?
That does look like Mad Max's car though.
It does.
Dude, this
It
will
does.
be super fun. It's the correct amount of height. It's not ridiculously high. It's got some roll cages, but it's got body panels missing. This is you goofing around on your
This
own
is a
land.
weekend warrior. Let's play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. I'm
I'm
keeping it.
keeping it. I'm keeping
Keep it.
On to the next. I love this. That is
Now
a
that-
1970 Judge GTO
That is the
triple
Judge.
blower. That is a triple
Again.
blower.
The only thing is, you're not seeing while you're turning right.
I know this car.
Well,
the guy
first and
does
foremost,
drive it.
This is not a functional vehicle for the road.
Actually, it is.
No,
He
no,
does
I-
drive it on the road. I've seen the videos of this guy driving on the road.
Oh yeah,
He
no.
does drive it, and it is 1,500 horsepower, gentlemen.
Crush, I'm out. I don't care anything about this.
I don't mind it. I mean, I'm
keeping
not
it.
driving it every day.
I would bathe it with a diaper every fucking night.
I like everything except the motor.
I do have a problem with the big giant triple blower.
Yeah.
But other than that, I love it. So we
think
keep it or trust it.
mustard.
I think the paint job, the style, everything looks super clean. And then
If the
I
motor
just wish
wasn't
I
in
could
it-
see the left side of this car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not
So
their,
I agree
it's
with
not
I
your
agree
job.
with Rick.
It's not your job to see anything. It's your job to make sure everybody gets out of the way.
Is that a Range Rover or is that a fucking?
Well,
Is that
Yeah.
Suzuki? What is this?
I thought it was a Subaru.
I don't
It
know, but I
might
just
be.
want
No,
to
this
meet
is not
the
a
I want to
Subaru.
meet the owner and just punch him in the fucking face.
Man,
I'm
I
not
know
mad
this
at it.
car.
I'm
I
not
know
mad
this
at it.
car. I
I'm
don't.
not mad. It's obviously European by the license plate.
Well, first and
Is that like-
foremost, if
that's like-
this was any other color than pink, this would probably look pretty decent.
I would buy this for my wife.
That's suicide doors all the way around, 4-door.
Well, they're
I've never
Lambo
seen that
doors.
before.
No less. They're
So
Lambo doors.
so this isn't suicide. This is
Mm-mm.
what do they
Lambo.
call it?
Sorry.
Wing, well,
yeah, but they're
Lambo.
called like something like Dedrill Hydro. What I can't
Okay.
remember the name of it. This
Yeah.
is pretty cool. I actually don't
It's
hate
a
this.
little
I
bit
hate the
much.
wrap.
A little bit much.
Yeah, I keep this minus the wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
like I
keep it.
said, I'd buy this for my daughter, my wife, something like that. It wouldn't be my daily, but I'd say keep it.
Oh, as for my wife or my daughter, for sure.
Oh, yeah,
minus
100%.
the wrap.
Yeah.
You do this in black. This
Oh,
bitch is
oh.
super cool.
Yeah, you murder that bitch out. I'm down.
Yep.
So we're keeping. And
Yeah, I'm
this next
keeping.
one, I believe, this next one I got for Blazin. I knew he'd love it.
shit.
Yeah.
There's only one
Definitely
right answer for
fucking
this.
keeping that bitch.
If
That's a
anyone
Let's
keep.
says don't
go.
keep, they're no longer welcome on the show.
Agreed.
Yeah,
And
you got to keep it.
the only
Although I do prefer the 60s show Batmobile, but
However-
the 80s
however, he does have the machine gun on the top.
Hmm.
So
Nice.
quick
Yeah,
keep.
I'm keep.
I put that in there for everybody.
Oh, is
Now-
this the one that? Hold on, is this the one that set the world record?
No, no,
This
I
isn't
did
the
not.
world record one.
No, the
What the
world
fuck
record
am I
one is
looking
actually the world record lowest car is actually it's like a Dodge Horizon, and it is literally from the windows down gone.
Okay, so this must have been the second place one.
This is pretty close. This is obviously a S10 extended cab, no bed, and it is not off the ground at all. The bottom bumper is gone.
It basically has the frame
a third of the body is missing. But
Push
I'm
back.
not
I'll
mad.
tell you what, I can't crush this because I couldn't get enough money to take it to the. I couldn't pay my gas bill to get there.
Agreed.
I just
Yeah.
let the
It
grass grow
is
around
running a
it and forget
V8
it.
though. It is running a V8.
Yeah, no, it's. I don't know.
I don't
So
care what it's fucking running. I feel like I would just go up to the first person and be like, "Hey, you want a car? Yeah, sure."
Yeah, you
That's
just take
yours.
this. You just put this up there with your model cars, and you call it a day.
Yeah.
This is something you hang on the wall and be like, yeah, I
It's
got
so
bored.
stupid.
Like, I
It's
feel
so
if
stupid.
you hit into a tree with that, like, if you survive, they're
If
already
it'll
going
move.
like, you know what?
Yeah, but
So
you don't build this to
this is
drive.
this is the little truck that the squat truck is gonna fuck.
Yeah. And that's why it's that low to the ground.
Yeah, it's waiting
I
for
mean,
it. I say
it's
crush.
neat, right? I mean, the craftsmanship that goes into it to get it to still function, it's neat, but it's.
But
a
if
joke.
you were to resell this, you'd get more for the rims than you would for the truck.
Yeah, I mean, there's
True.
$86 worth of truck here
Truth.
at the end of the day.
So let's crush it.
Yeah.
Crush.
I'm gonna crush
So-
that just because
so
I'm sick of
this-
fucking looking at it.
Chrysler
This-
300.
Well, it is a Chrysler 300 front end, but it's on a Dodge.
What is
Dodge?
that going on in the back?
That is
Sound
actually
system?
a truck bed. It is actually a Dodge truck. It is actually the Dodge. What's Dodge's
That
little
hood.
mini truck?
Not the Durango.
Dakota.
No, the Dakota. This is Dodge
the
Dakota
Dakota.
truck.
Yeah.
Oh, and they put a Chrysler 300 front end, and the hood and the tonneau cover open
That shit pisses
sideways.
Shit pisses me off. That
Yeah,
shit
this
pisses
is
me off.
terrible.
I don't
This
like
is
This is like-
absolutely
I
terrible.
feel like this is some serial killer in fucking San Francisco that might be the cannibal that was chewing on the person's leg.
I think so.
And they
those
can hide the
TVs
body in
sideways?
the back, where in the front they could fucking cook the body.
Yeah,
I don't like.
I let's crush this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This
Crush
one
it.
pisses
Yeah.
me off.
Yeah, that was
Right.
pretty
This
rough.
is like step away from the grinder.
I think Blake has got he's copied and started just pasting.
No, I'm just using his same fucking comments over.
Oh, okay, I got you.
This
Yeah.
looks like
I'm-
this also comes from Kaymag's garage because it does look like it uses a semi diesel.
It don't look
It
bad.
does.
No, this is actually
keep
kind of
it.
freaking cool.
I
Yeah.
drive this down the road.
That looks like something you'd fucking win a speed land
Right?
race.
Yeah. Or
Land-
like
land speed
1920s indie racing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
this is? It's
yeah.
kind of like a theme to like World War II maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
so
say it
this
looks
is
It's
like
got like the
a normal
airplane
jet.
windshield. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it. I'd say keep
Yeah,
it.
just a fun ass toy. I agree, Glick.
Yeah, this is pretty cool right here.
I say keep
I
it.
keep.
I like
He
it.
said
I
that
like it.
about a couple of minutes, like 7
Okay,
minutes ago.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say crush it right the fuck now.
I'm selling to a guitar store.
Yeah, guys, this one right here is just not my jam.
This
I
looks
feel
like
like
something
Wayne
Van
from
Halen
Wayne's
drives
World
on the
would
weekend.
still buy
Nice.
it.
I love the double entendre.
I think Wayne's World or Van Halen drives this on the weekend.
Yeah, this is just goofy.
This is a crush for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you have to burn that one. Oh, look
See,
at
now
that.
I would
This
keep
is-
that right there.
Gorgeous.
That is sexy. That is sexy.
This
Like-
is
what was that?
badass.
Is that a 49 Packard?
No, I thought this was like a VW.
No,
This
no,
is
this
a
is
No.
this is
like a
old
bug.
Packard. This is old Packard. This is 40s, 1940s, 45 maybe.
sure?
Yeah,
I swear to God,
Yeah,
that windshield screams 40s, and the side as well.
I thought
The-
it screamed kind of bug, man. I don't know what this is. This is bad ass. You know what?
I love the rims.
Perfectly chosen rims.
Agreed. that fits.
Yeah,
You know,
this-
I like the grill. I like the splash of red.
Dude,
I
those
like
tires are stupid fucking thin.
those.
Yeah,
Those
they
are
are.
rubber
Yeah, they're
bands.
rubber
Those
bands.
rubber bands.
Holy hell, this is badass, man.
I'm saying we keep.
that is
Yeah.
Keep.
yes.
You
So,
know,
agreed.
so if you took Batman's car, then would this be Robin's car if you put them right beside each other?
Oh no,
Oh,
because I'm sorry, Robin
no.
will drive the Batmobile because if I'm Batman, I'm driving this bitch.
Dude, this is badass.
Well, in the very first comics, Batman actually did drive something that looked just like that
Yeah, 49
back in the
package.
detective
And
comics.
see, it's got the air intake hanging out the hood. It's nothing
I like that.
ridiculous. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
this is all the
It's
awesome.
still got
right
all
here.
the original chrome. I'm not
That's
mad.
Bruce Wayne's
Oh, this
weekend car.
is sexy right there.
Yeah, I think it's gorgeous.
I want to point out it's got shaved door handles as well, and I'm gonna crush this beam.
Oh, not this fucking hood shit again.
I don't get the concept of the hood. I get the concept. It's different. You know, people do the flip flop hood where it full forward or up. You do full sideways, but doing this, but you can't work on this fucking thing. It's a BMW. It needs work.
Does
Yeah.
it have 4 suicide doors?
Drop
Oh
the
no,
wreck
it's got
ball.
it's got DeLorean doors
back-
in the back.
The back are gold wing doors. The
Yeah.
front are Lamborghini style doors.
So
Yeah, make up your mind, Bob. Make up
Tell
your
me
mind.
so
that-
the back doors, the front doors are not functional unless the back doors are closed.
Agreed, and I think that's
Yeah.
the same. Yeah,
God, that reminds me of the old Fords with the fucking half door, and then all your buddies would get drunk and forget to close the back door, so they slam the front door first.
Yeah, this is stupid. This is just
Crush.
Crush.
Speaking of Batman, speaking of Batman,
Oh man, that looks like Batwoman's fucking truck. Oh shit! It's even got a bat symbol on the side.
It does.
Minus, if you took the black
That
off
looks
and
like
painted it
a-
silver, this reminds me of like Shredder.
Yeah.
right?
That looks like somebody took a Hot Wheels special
It looks
edition
like
and made it
Shredder
to
or
a-
Predator's claw.
Right?
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
going, boys. I gotta
yeah.
grab my charger. Keep going. I gotta grab my charger.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't hate this. The paint job is kind of funky, but I don't hate this. Obviously, it's a themed vehicle. Someone's trying to get the attention of like Mattel or Hot Wheels or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, go after your
Fresh.
money. I mean, shit, dude. There's an ass ton of metalwork in this.
Hold on. I just realized that looks like an old Chevy fucking Astro van.
Is that an Astro van? No.
I
could
want
see-
to think something like 60s or 70s. I don't know, man. It's got a sloped front end.
Yeah. Okay. And it's one of the, what was the
I
old
think it's-
school
I think it's-
fucking?
I think it's a
Volkswagen
Dodge,
van.
I was going
I
to say maybe it's one of those old Dodge Ram vans.
Yeah.
or even the Chevy conversion. I mean, it's something.
I mean, you got to have something to be able to carry that much weight around.
Yeah, you do.
Agreed.
That back end is long.
I want to
to
point out something also. The back wheels look like they're fucking dually back wheels.
Agreed.
I was about to say.
Yeah, this is a weird.
I'm not.
I mean, you're not going under any overpass.
Well,
I
would
obviously,
not put it in
I'm
my
saying
garage.
I'm a crush on this one. It is just
Yeah.
It's
I
too
am-
large.
what can you do? Unless you're
Step
connected to
away
the
from
light
the
rail.
fiberglass.
Unless you're connected to the light rail system, I don't know what those spikes do.
I feel like
Hey, they cut through the air.
I feel like
It's
that's the
aerodynamic.
I feel like that's the reason why James Gunn said, you know what? Even though Batwoman looked like a good movie, once he saw that, they're like, no, we're canceling.
There you go.
And
So
that's
we're
probably
crushing
where that came from.
Sorry for the
So
lighting,
that's
guys.
Batman
This is
shagging
Back to
wagon.
Dicks over here.
Not to mention
Batman
wherever
wants
that
nothing to
picture
do
was-
with it.
So
Wherever
on
that
the
picture
same
was
thing-
taken at, it looks like it's back in like the 1980s.
yeah.
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 So on that same theme, gentlemen, the Bozozuko.
What?
I'm
What?
keeping this.
Yeah,
I'm keeping
That's
this.
a
This is
badass
short.
drift car.
This
Yeah.
actually no, they're not actually built for drift.
This is Japan all the way, baby.
This is Japan at its finest. The
Yeah,
I'm
Bozozuko
keeping
cars,
this 100%.
they're cars that are built to piss people off.
In the immortal
you-
words,
if you
this
guys-
is probably
loud.
going to get me
It's
fired,
working.
boys.
Dude, if you guys do not know this, go check it out. This is an entire culture in
Yes.
Japan, and this is like really
And
neat stuff, actually.
The person that
front
painted this is
spoiler.
like, the person
Go
that
ahead.
painted this is like, I know Paul Walker wouldn't drive it, but could you paint it like a Paul Walker car?
Yeah,
Is that?
Yeah.
these guys that are in this scene don't give a shit about any Fast and Furious.
But-
No, this kind of reminds me of like anime. This is
Yeah.
what this whole
Yeah.
car
Okay.
is
Yeah,
about.
but
Is
that
anime.
color of the car looks just like Brian's car.
Yeah,
No,
but at the
Brian's
end of the
with
day,
silver and blue, not
this-
silver and purple.
Is that purple? I thought it
Yeah.
was
This is
blue.
Yeah, that's
purple.
definitely purple.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see it.
So what are we saying? Keep or crush?
Oh, I'm
I'd
keeping
keep.
this.
I keep it.
This is super cool because of the car culture and the history it represents.
I agree.
I'm on the fence.
It is a weird kind of thing. Those
Yeah,
are
you should check
foot-wide
out
tires all the way
check
around.
out that scene in Japan. Like it's really actually
They're
kind of.
insane.
All right.
I agree
I mean,
with
it's,
you,
it's
Glick.
over the top.
I
Though. I
agree.
mean, it's beyond over the top.
I'd
Should
give
never-
him that.
Oh, a Toyota
Toyota-
Celica GT, huh?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And it
love
looks
the
mean as
craftsmanship.
fuck.
Actually,
I
I'm
love
the
keeping
craftsmanship.
this. I'm
Yeah.
keeping this, but I very seriously doubt there's any real horsepower underneath it. But this was kind of Toyota's attempt, kind of post Toyota Supra, and what can we do, and kind of like the end of Toyota MR2.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping this because that looks like a decent body work done, carbon fiber hood. But other than that, it probably has about 163 horsepower.
Those front fenders look pretty dope.
Yeah, this is pretty decent body work on
They
this
did
car.
a good job
Kinda
on
do.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
keeping this.
Done right.
Yeah.
I mean,
say
it's
keep.
factory wing. So I mean, this is good and clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yep.
clean build.
Keep.
I say keep.
Yep.
I'm
Keep.
definitely keeping that.
Be careful, boys.
Is this a GT or GST or GSX?
I think this is GSX. I think it's a GSX.
Dude, if
it
it's
is
a
a- it is a
GSX, there's only one answer. That is keep.
100%. I'm not so sure about the hood because those look cutouts.
Well, the paint system. It's either a GTS or a GSX.
That's a Mitsubishi, right?
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
that is a 90s Mitsubishi Eclipse, just like
Maybe
mine.
97 through 99, I believe.
95 through 98. I
The
think
same
is the
headlight
body
all the way back to 95. Really
Yep.
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, this is actually really nice.
I think it's
Someone-
gorgeous.
I don't like the wing. I would have chose the
I don't.
round
I like.
wing.
I like
Yeah.
the wing I have on my car.
Yeah, I don't like that wing. It's a little too far. It's very
A little too
90s
wide.
pulled back.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'd get rid of the Mitsubishi symbol off the front. The side,
Agreed.
the side stuff looks fantastic. This is really good kit.
I think the
We're-
side you kind of can give or take. And for me, I would have painted a solid one single color.
And maybe this is like
Yeah.
a Ninja body kit front end. I think is what
I think it is.
I think that's what it's called. This is actually really good.
Yeah, I think it's
I
done.
dig
I
this.
think it's clean. Terrible
Yep.
picture, but it's a good clean build. I say
Yeah, I
keep.
dig this.
Yeah.
This they did good everywhere except the Mitsubishi symbol.
Hey, I'm glad they zoomed in on the car though, because I thought we were looking at the pickup
Oh,
in the
my-
back.
Is
this
that a
so
fucking
hold on.
Jaguar?
Let me give you a backstory on this. This is Carol Baskin's car. Now you guys go.
Just for that, I feel like I want to save the car.
And
So
her-
that is a
and her
Jaguar.
ex-husband's in the trunk.
That is a what is that? That's a late 70s Jag
Correct.
with Jaguar wrap. Or actually, it looks like full airbrush.
I think that's paint.
Like-
Yeah.
That's full
I
airbrush.
don't hate the Jaguar, but I fucking despise
Yeah.
that paint job.
Yeah, I'd rather see a rattle can. I'd rather
Honestly,
see,
think you have
Yeah,
to keep
yeah.
this just because it's a 70s Jag.
and then
Yeah.
you repaint it 100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's the first
Yeah.
thing you do.
Oh,
Oh,
I've,
my
s-
fucking
I've
God.
seen this one though. Like I've
I'm
seen this
in.
truck in real life.
I'm totally
Why?
in because it's a Ford F-150 flipped, and it's still drivable.
So is it a 051 then?
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Why?
I've seen a
Oh,
few of these
S1.
cars. I'm out. Unless it can float on water. I'm out.
Totally agree with Glick there.
What do you say?
That's Steven's hot button. He just keeps nailing it.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that Freddy Got Fingered, the Backwards Man.
Yeah, this is,
Backwards Man.
This
and
is
the
the
Backwards-
sequel that no one wanted to that movie.
Yeah, this is tough. Yeah, I'm out
I
on
say
that.
we
I'm
crush
crushed.
it. I say we crush
I'm
it.
crushed.
Crush.
Crush.
Give it to that one
Crush,
that they.
crush it right the fuck
That is
now.
a 1987 Chevy Astro van with a face on it.
How
Looks
dare
like a
you? It's a 1987
It looks like
Astro.
looks like a cheap whore.
It looks like the pimp forgot who was actually making him
You know,
the
it looks
money.
like a grade C version of like a gremlin.
Yeah.
It looks like
paint
the
looks
guy
like a-
that took the time to make that thought it was like a teacher he really fucking hated or a librarian and said, "Here you go, bitch."
But it
Those
also
are-
looks like it was done for some parade.
Oh,
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
Mr. Potato Ears.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
So we ain't got to
Yeah.
crush this. This one was already headed straight to the crusher.
Yeah, I think that's
I
where
I
it's
think
where it's
before
going
you
now.
even crush it, you set it on fire and then crush it.
Or take it out back and shoot it. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is.
Yeah, there's
Someone-
got to be
someone
some
has already given
demolition
up on
done to
this
that
vehicle.
before you crush it.
But what we can't see is
Euthanasia.
someone behind it pushing it.
Right?
Yeah.
I love this.
Okay.
All right.
This
Now
is
I would
badass.
keep this.
That is a
Cool.
smart for two with tracks on it. And
I
I'm
would keep
I
I'm
dig it.
100% in it.
All
I'm
right.
keeping the shit out of this.
Oh, this is fun. Yeah, this is cool.
I would drive this to the store and back just to pick up a pack of cigarettes.
Yep, this is cool.
Well, because that's the only thing you could get in and out of, Jeff. I mean, to be honest.
Fast.
Damn. Yeah,
Fast,
this is
but
cool. This is keep for me.
It's cool. That's a keep.
Yep.
Step away from the glue gun.
Step away from the
No.
spray phone and the
No.
fucking pottery
That's
clay,
crushed.
bro.
It's not even a
Little-
cool car.
No.
Little did you guys know this was actually used in a fan film on Freddy Krueger, but instead of Freddy Krueger, they thought it was Nicolas Cage.
I would have went with more PG. I would have went with maybe like Goosebumps, like
Yeah.
in the late mid late 90s.
Yeah.
This is
R.L.
actually-
Stein. R.L. Stein would look at this and be like, "You're putting this shit in one of my fucking books? No,
This
fuck
is-
off."
Yeah, but the
No.
TV series.
Oh,
This is just
Yeah, I could see this in like a Goosebumps.
when,
crush,
when you're
crush.
when you're goth, but you don't
I
have to tell
don't-
people.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
clearly this is a crush. But this is very
Oh,
R.L.
man.
Stein to me.
Yeah, this is very
That's
crush it.
just that's horrible.
Oh,
Well, anybody want to know where my
Jesus.
stance is on donks? Because I'll tell you right now, fucking
Hmm.
trash them.
Crush.
No.
Yeah,
Well,
it
you
is
know
a
what?
piece of shit.
I changed my mind. You don't crush it. You buy it. You rip those fucking crap wheels off. You put a proper suspension on it, and you run it like the car it was built. 'Cause those
I
are-
wonder.
you
I wonder
imagine-
what. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna
I
say,
wonder-
could you imagine lacing those spokes though?
Oh, God,
fuck
I
that.
fucking
Over
Yeah.
under on if Glick says it's unnecessary and pointless. Over under.
Oh,
See,
yeah. I figured
No.
that's what he was gonna say.
It's kind of you kind of can do both. If it has to stay like that, crush the shit out of it. But if I
Yeah.
can modify it, I'll keep it.
yeah. Okay.
It's like it's gonna
Well,
go
it's
fucking
kinda-
slice some pizza.
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't even slice a pizza, bro. Them fuckers. No, fucking. Yes, I want the meth mobile. Fuck yeah.
That is a
Is that a
Subaru.
Honda?
That is a
Oh,
hot. That is a Prius front end. That is a Subaru Outback back, and I don't know what the fuck is in the middle.
All I gotta say is put the crack pipe down, step away from the
Oh,
welder, and
man.
fucking go home to bed,
I
buddy.
feel
That's-
with like
that's-
the. Go ahead, Blazin.
Oh no, please, Steven.
I feel with the last one, the guy that owns that car with the spoke wheels is like, "Hey, for an extra $20, I can cut the pizza for you."
Yeah.
Mm.
This is definitely hold my beer.
Yeah.
That's definitely let me jump off this fucking bridge so I never have to look at
But
it
at,
again.
but at least paint it one color.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Yeah.
thing is,
And
though,
Coat.
The nicest
Yeah.
thing I can
Copart
say about it
3
is
for
the
1.
rim. This is
yeah.
the rims match. I'll give it that.
This shit's
Wow.
gonna give me nightmares.
Glick, what do you think?
Crush it.
Ah,
Oh God,
Okay.
is that a
I'm
fucking?
This is actually a Nissan 4-door pickup. They sell them here all the time. Sorry, it's in Isuzu. It looks like it's those 4 turbos.
Are you
Yeah,
sure this is
yeah,
in America?
yep.
No, this
that's gotta be
is
a tie.
this is a European / southern US or Southern America, South America thing. These cars, I've seen them in person.
Yeah, I was
Not
about to say,
this one.
I
but
don't recognize this in America.
This is a real Australian thing too.
I was gonna say maybe Australia.
Yeah. But
I
I'm
don't
not mad at
hate
it.
on this.
I mean,
I
one
drive
color
it,
would be
not
nice.
bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, but I think we're maybe missing if the picture was turned a different angle. Maybe there's something going on and why there's two different colors. This is kind of cool.
It could
I'm
be
not mad at it.
No.
I'd keep
I like
it.
the
I'd
color.
keep it.
I say keep it.
I bet this bitch is loud as hell.
I bet you
Oh,
it burns
fuck.
some fucking tires right off too.
Obviously, that's not a Nissan motor.
Oh, well,
I mean,
we know what
I mean, we're
Mustang.
talking about this car.
we're
This
talking
is
about. Ken Block.
Ken Block.
Ken Block's
ultimate car.
Unicorn.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Unicorn.
Yep.
There
mean,
is a replica.
This is a
The replica
unanimous
sold-
keep.
The
Well
replica
done on
sold
this
for
one.
only the replica sold for only
Keep,
45 grand.
Yeah, I mean, this if this is really legitimately Ken Block's car, this is awesome.
Oh, 100% keep. 100%.
Yeah.
Keep.
No,
Oh, the avocado.
That's
no.
hilarious.
This is a vegan car. The
runs
headlights
on-
cross-eyed.
I bet it runs on Trump hate.
I was
Right?
thinking it ran on fry oil.
Glick,
I'm not
I
mad.
disagree. I disagree with you, Glick.
If you make it longer, it's a pickle.
Wonder if that when you do left or right turns, I wonder if the whole car kind of shifts.
It just rolls over as opposed to turn.
Oh, that's hilarious. The whole car is just a wheel.
Blazin,
Avocado.
Blazin, when you go to the right or left in that, it goes, I'm gay.
Oh, yeah.
However,
It's an avocado.
you
there
throw
you
you
go.
throw a Hayabusa motor into it, and you got a little race car.
Oh,
I was gonna say you put a Hayabusa in that bitch. That some bitch is screaming down the track.
you only doing that so no one sees
Oh
your
my
face.
God. So,
There aren't
Crush,
enough words.
crush.
It's a
Well,
crush.
first and foremost, this is a Hummer and it's not a Ford. So that's
Right.
the very first problem with this.
Right.
Yeah.
it's
I
no,
noticed-
that ain't even the biggest problem with
No,
it.
that is
No,
the
no,
hugest
That is
problem.
the absolute
That
biggest
is the problem.
with this car.
That is
Because
the
other than that, it's
43,000
Lamborghini doors.
PT.
It's a Lamborghini doors on a Hummer, but the paint job is wrong.
Why,
like
is,
a
why would you
Transformer
disrespect Ken
This is
Miles like that?
This
Yeah.
paint is disrespectful in every form.
I have
right
more
here.
money than brains.
Yeah.
No,
It's
yeah,
the
because there's no
Transformer
brains.
reason.
I can't afford the GT40, so I'll just buy a Hummer and paint it Ken
What the
Miles'
actual
car.
fuck, dude? That might have been the one I'm most disappointed in.
It's Guido! It's Guido from Cars!
Dude, this
So-
is I have a 4-foot driveway. I need to plow it. But it's hard.
Yeah.
In that,
I
you get
mean,
in that
from the
car
back.
from the rear?
Yeah.
I
like-
think so.
Have you ever?
I-
Do you remember the old? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I respect the
Ingenuity.
the practicability of it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
useful.
Yeah.
So,
Oh no,
do
this
you
car's
remember
great.
like Steve Urkel's old car from Family
Yes!
Matters? This is the one you
100%.
got for the back.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, it's the functionality in Russia is where that car's obviously at. That's a keep.
That's
The
a
Mini
Mini
Cooper
Cooper
limo
with
with
a
the
pool in the back.
Pool in the back.
I'd
They
keep
can
her.
keep the car. I want the wife.
I was gonna put Steven's face on it, but I was like, nah, I can't do it.
You know, I'm out on this. This is a crush for me. The water
It's a
makes no
crush for me.
sense.
Yeah, one turn, there's no more water in the car.
Yeah,
Oh,
and you just
man.
got people to the left or right of you pissed off.
Yeah.
People hydroplaning. You're making insurance claims. I'm out.
Or
You've already
it
lost
is a
14
pool.
people out of the
be-
back of the motherfucker.
Yeah.
It is a
it's-
pool. They'd probably be pissed on, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
This car is only fun if you're out camping, right? If you're
Right.
like, hey, I'm going to go camping this weekend. Let's take a couple of cars. This is the one you want with a great view and,
Yeah.
and some fucking late night
Little
hang out
hot
time with
tub.
your wife.
Hell
The,
yeah.
the Trump's
about it.
Golden
Heated?
Showers vehicle come to life.
A
you think
mini
it's heated?
XXL. Interesting.
Nope.
Nope.
Crush
That's
it.
another one. I'm
Yeah.
glad I do
Stay
not
Stay
own a Hummer.
away from AutoZone.
Optimus Prime Jr.
Damn. That's
I
Optimus.
gotta
fuck up.
crush it. I gotta
No,
crush
it's
it.
Optimus Prime's fucking abortion.
Yeah, this is bad. Wow.
The best part of that car ran down Prime's leg during conception.
I don't
Holy
know.
fuck.
What?
Those
I don't like
doors.
doors.
So those
Don't
doors,
wanna-
not only are they Lamborghini, they're 360. So they go up and then rotate.
I feel like I would get pissed off about halfway through a good drunk night with them.
Hold
Yeah.
on. So is
I
this
feel like I'm
supposed-
pissing on that car.
I
Is
don't even
this
know what it
supposed to
is.
be like the cheapest version of that one car manufacturer? I can't remember the name. They only made 10 of them, and it's one of them's called the Dragon.
Oh, maybe.
Man, so all the cars are based off of insects or animals or something like that.
Okay.
I'm on my phone, so I can't look it up real quick.
That's
But
kind of a cool
there's
concept.
10 in the world, and this kind of reminds me of the ultimate cheapest dumbed down version of that car.
Yeah,
I
look
mean,
at the
obviously this is
windshield
a piece of
wipers,
shit,
though.
and you scrap, right? Like you don't do anything with this
The
car.
This is the
Draco?
clutch.
No, it's called the Dragon. It starts with
I
an
tell
A.
you what, if the cops ever try to drag you out of that car, they're going to be confused. They're like,
Agreed. This is
Yeah.
this is the ultimate getaway car because you can't get out.
Right?
"Crush it."
Well, we already know
Not
where
this
I'm
shit
at.
again. This is a taxi.
Yeah, it's a taxi dunk. I'm a
Hey, that's the ghetto taxi right there, boys.
Wow.
I would say, drop me off the airport and get me out of this car. Crush this.
Yeah.
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 I got a couple more and then we're done. I love this.
I
This
love
is
the
that's
all the
DeLorean.
keep. This is all the keep.
Yes, I'd keep it.
I mean, the guy that actually built this, he actually has like
cocaine
12
habit?
DeLorean. No, he's got like 12 DeLoreans. He's got 12 DeLoreans, and this is one of them.
The
Nice.
sad thing is, this was the one that he wanted to make just for mud bogging. The monster truck one is the one to the left of it.
Yeah,
Mm.
this is all the keep to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh,
Crush.
Jesus.
What the fuck is it with Hummer people?
I
don't know.
hate Hummers. I mean, point
Yeah.
I
No,
just
it's
don't like them.
retarded.
If
Yeah.
you own an H2, I mean, why do you have to be a shit fuck?
Yeah,
Because most of them were dropped at birth.
yeah.
Wow.
This is
Most of
an
them's
affluent
mommies had a
college
fucking
kid's
drug
fucking
addiction
waste.
during pregnancy.
What is it on the hood? What is that on the hood?
That's
It's
a
like
scoop.
Lights.
It's a scoop.
Lights. Oh,
It's a scoop, but it looks like it has lights in it. But the lights are
Oh
facing the
my
ground.
God.
Yeah.
What is wrong? I just no more H2 pictures, man. This is bad. This hurts my face.
see, I would keep the fuck out of that.
Now,
Not
Blazin,
brag-
tell me this doesn't look like one of those baggers, the bagger bikes, man.
yes,
I
that's
love
sex on
this.
wheels right there.
I love this.
And
I don't hate it. I don't hate
Zero
it.
practicality, but it's just cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's got
I would
bags
keep
on it,
it.
right? So this is a
Yeah.
truck with bags. You can get it 4 or 5 inches off the ground. You can drive this, but this is 100% a bike guy who built a truck.
Yeah,
This is cool.
This is a truck that ZZ Top would have in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool right here.
yeah.
It's
On
totally
to the
a
next
keep.
one.
No.
This car is actually called Carzilla.
no
It's
Oh,
actually
good
4 different
God.
vehicles put together. The
Crush
front
it.
end is a Impala upside down.
You should have just called it
Interesting.
Karenstein.
If you can't be less than 2 cars, I'm out.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yes.
truck.
I'm,
No, these
I'm
things are
totally
awesome.
yeah,
I
they
want
are.
one.
Really cool about this vehicle, they're fucking everywhere where I live.
I want
I
one.
could go buy like 2 or 3 right now. They're super cool.
They're cheap.
Yeah,
And
they're
You
only
they're-
see
like
these on the
$5,000.
flight line in the Air Force a
What's
lot.
y'all's version of
I
cheap? They're
want
not so
one.
cheap where I live. They're like $10,000 where I live, though.
Yeah, but they got to be imported because they're only made in
Yeah,
Japan.
but like the starting price is 10,000. I see a few for like 14. I've seen some for like 17. But these are really cool, and they're all left side drive or right side drive.
Yeah.
They're really cool, but man, they are fucking tight. I guarantee if you hit the brakes, you're tipping forward.
Yeah.
That's what,
This
dude.
is
That would be like
Bubbles.
one of those I would weld like
That
a
looks like
fucking
Bubbles'
semicircle
truck.
roll cage over the
Yes,
front.
it does.
When you go to park, you just put the fucker in your pocket and then walk in the store. You ain't gotta
What
lock it up
in
or
the
nothing.
meth up? I fucked my.
That is
cousin
the
on a
ultimate
Tuesday.
trike. That is the ultimate touring trike.
Hey,
With
honey.
a family.
That's when
Hey,
you're
hon.
driving
I was
it, you
gonna
go tell
say,
your wife
yeah.
to make you a sandwich, and she goes back there and makes you one. So you guys ain't even got to stop.
That is a guy that is single, has a midlife crisis, and the
No,
first
no.
hot chick that he
No,
sees,
no.
he's like,
No,
"Hey,
no,
baby,
no,
you want to
no.
go in my back?"
I respectfully disagree. This is a
This
guy that
guy's
his
been
wife
married
said,
for 40
you can,
years.
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
have a bike. You can have a bike, but I want a trike, something that I can be comfortable in. That way, on a long trip, she can go take a fucking nap.
Yeah.
All right,
Dude, you
yeah,
can,
you sold me on that. Okay.
that's like pull
Sold.
over to the rest area and let's fuck in the back.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I got one question. Where the fuck's the motor?
It's a Volkswagen bus, so the motor's in the back.
Oh yeah, true that,
Yeah.
true that.
What you
Okay.
see in the front triangles there, those are gas tanks.
That's
Yeah.
business up front and party in the back right there.
Hell yeah, it is.
Oh yeah.
It's the
So you're
mullet
saying-
of trikes.
Yeah, I was just about to say. So you're saying it's the bike version of trike?
Hold on with that picture. You guys we're missing everything, but they're not driving this
Ross.
bike. It's on a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's for sale.
Yeah,
It's for sale.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's
someone
Yeah.
just bought it.
They don't want to
This
put
is
any
like-
more miles on it. It only has 173,000.
This is
And the
driving
back
Joe
seat's got
dirty.
just as many.
It's been driving
Yeah.
since the
He
60s.
built
They're
it, and his
done.
wife said, "I'm not riding that fucking thing. Get it out of my
He
driveway."
can't
So
drive
he's
it
selling
anymore. He lost his
Blade.
leg to diabetes. That's what happened.
Blazin, that's Joe Dirt 3.
Yeah.
Man.
I said this is driving Joe dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I say keep.
I don't mind it.
I'm not mad.
Someone tells me someone would drive that from like dodgeball or whatever. Or what is that called? where like that movie they're throwing the ranches at him? Who's that?
Oh, yeah,
Dodgeball.
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 Yeah,
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a
Now-
ball.
Now,
That's Captain. That's like the dude in the wheelchair's fucking.
Yeah.
so
That
we
reminds
talked
me
a
someone
lot.
from that movie would drive that. That or like
Yeah.
I go
We
with something
talked
like
a
that.
lot about stickers, and we talked a lot about wraps. And I have the ultimate sticker / wrap.
Oh.
That's
Oh, you son of a.
No, this is a keep. This is a keep for me. This is
all
hilarious.
day, all day.
Genius.
this is a
because
flush.
Jeff,
this
I
isn't
fucking
so much
hate you.
about, and that's the part. I mean, man, that flows really well. But this is a guy who's got a sense of humor and he's having a good time with everybody
He's
else.
a
Right?
plumber, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm not
Yeah.
mad."
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, good for
Fucking
them.
hate you,
I
Jeff.
dig that. That's fucking hilarious.
No, fuck that.
This
Crush
is
both
I
of
work at
them.
a call center, but I gotta get to work, boys.
Man.
Can we put him in the car and crush it? Is that a thing?
I say we.
He
crush
should
it.
dial 911.
Yeah. How does he see?
I bet the
Folks, is
only
that-
number that guy knows is *69.
Is it weird? I want to call the phone number on the front.
All right.
Hold on, scroll back up.
Yeah.
What's that area code? 503
Then we could call this guy and be like, "Hey, you're on our show right now. We're talking about you."
Yeah. Yes.
503
Oh, Blazin's like, I got this, boy.
380
No, that's
2500.
Yeah, it's
Hold on.
He's your
503
hold on.
580.
Oh, shit. 5
Are you called him?
503 580 2500.
2500.
This could be Jeff's garage first interview.
There he goes.
This is awesome.
Dude, it's at.
That's fantastic.
Tell me
Is
he
there
answers.
even- Sorry about my lighting, guys. I have no lighting out here tonight.
Oh, you're
Understood.
Gucci, bro. I can see you.
Yeah.
I apologize.
There's no way that's a real fucking phone number.
It's ringing, but that's it.
Yeah. End up going to voicemail. What do we think of the Transformer BMW?
Not a real car, but that's a cool ass costume, right?
Yeah.
I would have just picked something other than a BMW.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Paint it yellow. Put a fucking Camaro front end on it. Call it a
Something
day.
tells me this car didn't even make it to where they were going. It broke down.
Yeah.
This isn't a car, it's a statue.
Yeah,
Agreed.
it's pretty cool, but I mean,
But I'd have it out in front of my shop.
who
I
you
mean,
gonna pay
it'd
to
be
sit in
cool
it all
for
day?
his birthday party.
No,
Yeah,
you hang a sign from it, like or put the license plate, Jeff's Garage, and people stop by just to look at it.
Yeah,
Yes.
So-
and
so-
then advertise it.
So, boys, we have to pick between this car and Bumblebee that makes them the next Transformers movie.
Bumblebee.
Yeah.
I don't even know who this is. Red Rocket. I don't know.
It's a Decepticon.
It says
okay.
LE Trons on it.
Yeah.
On the license plate. Keep.
Keep.
Oh my
That's
God! Is this a
honorable.
Mustang? Holy
That
shit!
is a Mustang.
Like, is it like they're trying to represent like Kit?
That's
don't
I was
know.
just about to say it looks like Kit
Here.
It does. and I
from
would
when they
keep it.
tried to
Fuck.
remake that TV show.
I
Dude,
think it's
this
gorgeous.
thing is gnarly.
It is a Cobra too.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that-
god, dude, this is
yeah.
all the keep.
Definitely.
What body
Yeah.
kit is this? This body kit is
I don't know.
stupid ass European body kit on this.
I think it's gorgeous. I want.
Oh, it is. But
This is
Oh,
I,
hold on.
100%
This
keep.
is this the side grills remind me of like a Ferrari 360.
oh,
Yeah, this has a lot of influence from a lot of different cars, but I think
Yeah.
it's flawlessly done.
No,
Like
dude,
I would,
this
I would
is
daily the
heavily-
shit out of this.
So this is like California Ferrari California hood. This is like a 360 body kit on the front and with that side air intakes. Dude, this body kit, it looks really good.
yeah.
This car looks
well
like
done.
it can actually transform.
When when you turn the key, Michael, what the fuck did you do to me?
Made
It
you
was worth
better.
it, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, the wing looks perfect. The
Yeah,
headlights are
it's-
perfect.
I
Wow.
love them.
Wow.
This
This
is
is very
100%
well done
keep.
car.
I think that-
That's the Val Kilmer voiced kit right there.
Yeah, this is good job on them. Fantastic job.
Oh,
Oh
hey,
my-
this is for whenever you don't want to sit next to your significant other car right here
Yeah.
while you're
The
driving.
It's a
conjoined
motherfucking
twins car, boys.
What
was
is their
thinking the
name? Like
same thing,
Allie
too.
and something else. This is what they are.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Thelma and Louise.
Yeah,
This is
but my son was just saying, I wonder if two people can drive it.
Okay, hold on. Whoa. Hold
I want to
on.
go left. No, I want to go right.
No,
Yeah.
it's Photoshop the fuck out of. You can see the line.
No. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
this is not Photoshop. The the Rainbow Chic has two of these. He has
oh
one
my
that's
god,
this,
this guy again.
and he has a Jeep version.
At least it's not a Hummer version. I'd be really pissed.
I would have crushed it already. I'd keep it.
I'd say keep because once again, it's a conversation piece.
Man, what axle did they use on this son of a bitch?
It's obviously some weird,
Fabricate.
yeah. Well, it
this
looks
is
like
strange.
an old school Geo Metro.
I bet this thing's got a turning ratio of 75 foot.
Yes,
Or 80.
or 12
Yeah.
blocks.
Another one of these Japanese cars, right? From
No,
that scene?
no. This is a BMW. This is actually it is obviously European by the license plate, and it looks like Japanese by the plate.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
Japanese.
mad. I'm not mad.
As long as it
Except for
belongs
that
to
wing.
that culture, but if it doesn't belong to the culture, then
Once
I'm
again,
out. Maybe
step away
maybe
from the
this is like
fiberglass.
I think maybe this is the starting of one of those builds for that culture. Like obviously this is before the graphics and all that, but right now it's a crush unless it's going to that theme.
Right.
And I love the fucking exhaust. That's dope.
I mean, again, it matches that theme, right? Of
Yeah.
that whole culture.
The
of it.
Bozuzuko.
The rainbow Lamborghini.
Is
This
this
is-
that Daniel guy from LA?
No. This is there's a Japanese culture also that they buy these Lamborghinis because rent is expensive, so they don't live in very big houses, but they buy these Lamborghinis and they neon the shit out of everything. These guys have more electronics in these cars than any other car on the planet, and it's usually for lighting.
Yeah, I mean,
As
I
you can
don't,
tell by the plate, it's a
I
Japanese
don't
car.
hate on it if it belongs to a culture.
Yeah, but it's
I mean,
still
if I
too much
saw
light.
this in the Speed Racer, I'd dig it. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what? I have to appreciate it because of what the Japanese do in their culture.
I get
Right.
that, but
Yeah,
Hold on,
you
hold
can't
on,
hide
hold
in
on.
this car.
I'm keeping this.
I mean, I just want to point out the Pagani Zonda back there, fucking in the back.
I see it. I know, right? You know, and the
Yeah.
yellow one as well. You know,
It ain't bad.
Yeah, I mean, you got a Lamborghini
I mean,
yellow, you got a
it's a
Pagani in the
keep.
back. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a keep for me because of the whole culture right there.
I would
get this.
never turn on all the lights. I'd just drive
I
it.
feel like the battery would die instantaneously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's that old Jeff
Is that-
Bridges sci-fi movie?
Tron.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that dude.
Well,
Tron
this
car.
looks more like, I'll be honest, this more looks like Tron with the little
Yeah.
bit wrist.
Tron.
This is Tron with the
Any complaints, send them to Jeff's Garage at gmail.com.
the AutoZone version of neon lighting, but
It's an AutoZone.
No, crush it, burn it.
yeah,
Why?
it's crushed for
Fuck
me.
Camaro
That's
up
too much
bad.
gold for me.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That
Looks
is
like-
somebody in the ghetto that won the fucking lottery.
It looks like Mr. T would wear that around his neck.
Right?
But it's a crush for me. I mean, I hate to do it, and I'm not a big convertible guy either. So this is a crush, and that's a gold wrap. So it's basically tinfoil.
You can see the wrinkles right above the front tire.
Yeah.
That's because he couldn't see over the front end because it's so high, so he ran into something.
Yeah, right? No.
Yeah.
I would,
Another one, like,
I would
thought I
keep
would-
the Mazda. I would keep the Mazda. Is that an M3?
I think it is.
Or
No,
is that a, is
no,
that
that's
a
the
6?
4. That's the 4.
Is it the 4?
The 4 because it's basically a 3, but it's a 4-door 3.
Right.
And with the trunk, and the 3 is a hatchback. So, but I do like the Liberty Walk body kit.
Yeah.
I hate the rims. I hate the stance.
What Liberty Walk body kit?
That body kit, that's Liberty Walk. Wide body kit.
That's a Liberty Walk body kit?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I think you might be right.
Yeah, I don't think Liberty Walk
I
would
mean,
put their name.
Yeah,
on
Liberty Walk really does. Liberty Walk really does full kit.
$100,000 car. I think there's minimums with Liberty Walk. This might be just the average walk body kit.
Yeah, this is somebody's got too much fiberglass in their garage.
Yeah, this is not Liberty
because they
Walk.
didn't do anything to the back. The rear bumper is full on stock.
Yeah, Liberty Walk is going to be like Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche.
Yeah,
I don't even know if they even do a Porsche one. It might only be Ferrari, Lamborghini.
It's true. What's the Japanese guys that makes his body kits? That guy.
Yeah, but he's one off though, and I think he's
he does one off shit.
Yeah, and he actually comes to you.
And if you're gonna do that, why would you do it to a Mazda? So,
you wouldn't do it for a Mazda.
But the only thing this person has done. The only person that's done is went and got wide body kit and rims. Everything else is stock.
This is terrible.
Yeah. Crush. I say crush it.
Yeah.
Steven, it's your car. It's your Cavalier.
Is that a fucking Chevy Lumina?
No,
it's a Chevy Cavalier.
That's a Cavalier.
Oh,
that's a '96 Chevy Cavalier lowrider with the reverse style 13-inch wheels.
What?
Crushed velour interior and a god awful paint job.
And I want to point out, apparently we don't have brakes because there's blocks in front of the
I
tires.
saw that too. Yeah, brakes don't work.
Shit, they got a picture of my old car.
Yeah. I say crush.
Yeah.
The paint job is killer for me.
Yeah.
It's just it's way too much.
And now I'd keep that.
I like this.
I do too.
That's like an old school lowrider right there.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, I'd keep that all day long.
I got a couple more.
Did you put my truck in there?
I did not. We're gonna save that.
Okay. See, I'd keep that too.
I love this. I love this.
Yes.
I think these last couples are key.
Yeah. I definitely keep that.
Little Mazda.
That's a big toe.
I got a Tonka.
Is that on a winch?
No, I think it's just sitting there.
That's so. Is that a Ram 2500 with a gas motor? I know it says diesel Army, but I feel like that's a gasser, not a diesel.
But yeah, that's gonna end it. I have to bounce, boys.
Okay.
I gotta go get my food. So we're gonna end this show. I was kind of hoping to finish before my food was here, but I gotta go. My food's here. Thanks everybody for coming. We're gonna go ahead and play the outro. Steven, can you close us out when we're done?
Yes.
Thank you.
She was in a burn rubber and making motors blow. So what the school asked her just how fast she liked to go. She said, how many cube catches you got where it counts? I told her 125 and she broke my motor mouth. She's a hot rod whore. Hot rod whore. Hot rod whore. Hot rod whore. Hot rod ain't enough for her. She didn't say a word. She's a hot rod whore. Hot rod whore. Hot rod whore. Hot rod whore. But I'm in my rod the pros. She's a hot rod whore. That head, no heck, give it a kind of head, buddy, okay, we'll wait. Who's gonna go sitting on your hood?
And you know what? Before we go, want to thank the panel that we had here today, even though Jeff had to leave. Blazin, what do you got on the horizon, buddy?
Like tomorrow? I don't know. I got an appointment in the morning. Other than that, I'm loosey goosey, man. I'm a leaf that blows in the wind.
There you go.
K-Mag, do you have anything
Okay.
good, fun coming up, man?
I've got like a 14-hour day to put in tomorrow. Consider
Shit.
that fun.
Sorry about that, bro. How about you,
I'll be on
BH?
tomorrow night.
You can call in sick. Damn, you're gonna put 14 hours and come up, man. You are a beast.
Yeah, it'll be later. What's tomorrow? Wednesday?
Wednesday.
What's on tomorrow night?
The
Oh, it's
Pornhub.
nonsensical. Yeah, it's
News
nonsensical.
show.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's
No.
just them three.
yeah.
How
But
about
I
you,
always-
Benjie?
I always have stuff going on. Actually, I've got some pretty big stuff going on in life. I gotta move again, and then I go up to Raleigh, North Carolina is where I'm moving to, and then I do 1 year there. Then I take over all of Georgia in 2025, and hopefully that'll be the last move for maybe a couple of years. So we'll see. But yeah, man, I always have stuff going on. I am
Nice.
all over the place, and I try to participate as much as I can. I know I took a long time off from the nonsensical nonsense stuff, and I had to get a bunch of stuff kind of squared away, but I'm trying to weave back in and show support to
Yeah.
everybody. And
hell yeah.
I always look forward to these new shows, especially Steven. I try to be there to support you and Jeff's new stuff going on. This is actually a really fun show. And I jumped in there for the men caring for men thing in the chat. That's always fun to watch. I just like the way the network's going. You guys are working on some cool stuff, man. What about you,
Exact-
Steve? What's going on your way, buddy?
Well, tomorrow is the Nonsensical News Show with, your new sportscaster on there. Gonna have to bring out
Really?
the big guns. Yeah.
Really? Because there's a lot
Yeah,
going on in sports right now.
I know,
We got
right? Well, I
NHL
mean,
playoffs. We got
Glick knew to put the fucking sports champ in there,
well, I
Yeah,
mean,
he's doing a
there's a
whole.
lot, right? Like if you're gonna have this is a good time where you've got 3 sports have things going on right now.
Well, yeah, I'm not only gonna be talking about like football, I'm gonna be talking about baseball, basketball, racing.
Well, I mean, all of it's going on right now.
Yeah, it definitely.
He's doing a whole.
And you could even throw in some like UFL. I know some people don't like it. Actually,
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
like it.
definitely. I'm going to.
I
What
like
Blazin?
UFL. A lot of people hate on it. It's like, dude, I'm telling you right now, which is really cool. And I know this is kind of off topic, but dude, there was a bunch of players that went to NFL last
Yeah,
year, and I was like,
yeah.
I was thoroughly impressed with the product they put out, and I kind of hope it continues. But cool, man. I'll definitely tune into that. I'm a sports guy, so
Yeah.
I'll actually I'm not big into music, so most of the time I don't really connect with the Glick's House of Music
House of
on
Music.
Friday. But
Yeah.
dude, every freaking day I'm sports talk radio.
Yeah. What were you saying, Blazin?
Oh, I was expecting a set on badminton tomorrow.
What?
Nothing.
I didn't even get that either.
All right. Thank you guys
I'm letting it go.
so much for coming. Appreciate you guys 100%. K-Mag, I will see you next time you stream, or even on Saturday. Get your ass up in here. I'll send you that link.
I was gonna say I try to be here, and if I ain't got to
hell
work
yeah.
Saturday, I'll be here.
Hell yeah, bro. Have to have you on
Later,
the
guys.
podcast one of these days, K-Mag.
I'm down.
Love you guys. See y'all next time. Don't forget to check out our social medias at biolink/the Nonsensical Network, where there's a show 7 days out of the week. For you mental health enthusiasts, we got Men Caring for Men. That's Mondays. Tuesdays now is Jeff's Garage, which, let's be honest, one of the best shows. I mean, come
This
on.
is fun.
Wednesday is the new and improved Nonsensical News show, or news. I think it's news. Thursday we take a break and we let Brian and Mark do their talking shit. That's at SHTTT. Fridays is Glick's House of Music. Fuck, I'm fucking this up.
Every
Saturdays
third week.
is the
Teleprompter.
God damn it, shut up. Saturdays is the open door challenge, and Sundays to end the week is the Jarvis podcast. We will see you all tomorrow, and that is out.
Later, y'all.